get this shot out to YouTube. Alright, go back over here, make sure volume is on and up. We should be good to go on YouTube. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Tap them likes, do all them good things. I did, Lathe. I turned it on. I checked it. Thank you so much for the reminder. I do need that reminder. Tonight should be a lot better for me. I got my medicine. I'm feeling much better. I'm more focused. So, tonight should be much better for me. Tonight we have Amelia. She is our other host. She's one of our other hosts, and this is her debut episode. So, watch out for Amelia. She is a great person and a great debater. She's a lot more spicy, more like me. So this should be a very interesting live if we can get callers in. I forgot to take my Ritalin today, so watch out, chat. There you go. There you go. Amelia's a lot more, she grew up in the early ages of debating on TikTok. Justin, and a lot of other people that just was about cooking Christians. That's all it was about, was cooking them. Wasn't about trying to have a conversation with them. It was just go out there and cook them. And I'm here for that sometimes. Tonight's going to be one of them nights that we're just going to be trying to do some cooking. Here, if we can get... Oh, thank you, Nerdy. I appreciate that. We are going to add something new today. We are going to ask pronouns as we bring people up into the panel. So that is going to be something new that we are going to start today. We will see how that goes. My pronouns are they, them, and my host, Amelia, once she gets here, hers are, she, her. So, yeah. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you. I've got 20. Hey, Jeff, how are you? Jeff, I need to get with you to get you in February. Get you on a live stream. Amelia, how are you, my lovely friend? You are muted. But guys, since we are starting off here, we are the Secular Perspective. This is our host, Amelia. I am the host, Joyful Apostate. We are live every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you're not part of the Discord, become part of the Discord. There's a lot of fun over there. We have a lot of fun just having conversations. We talk about... There's things for everything. There's things to talk about the Bible, philosophy, LGBTQ, if you're a member, kinks, all them sorts of things. So come join our little community. It's a lot of fun. Did you figure out your mute? Still trying to figure it out? That's fine. That is fine. Let's see here. Over in the YouTube, thank you. Make sure to hit that thumbs up and interact with the live. Do all them good things over there on the YouTube as well. That helps push us out. And that will bring in more conversations, make the live better for everybody. And it makes the live better for people in the chat because there's more people yelling and screaming and trying to cope there in the chat. Let's see here. Last night, guys, we got $400 donated to our fund we were trying to help out with. So today, I was able to send that person $500. They still need $300. If anybody is capable to give, her daughter needs a now I can't think of the name of the bed, but a bed that is super expensive for autistic children. It is a safety thing, and they are super expensive. We had needed $800 left to get it for her, and we got $500 last night. And I'm hoping cubby bed. I'm hoping in the next few lives we can get that other $300 for her. If you are a Christian and you think that your worldview is better than a secular worldview, we would love to talk to you. Come up. We can have technical problems, I guess. Okay, we've got sound. We've got should be good to go. Did you turn the sound back on? Yes, I turned the sound back on. Thank you, Lathe. Hey, Carrie, how are you, my friend? How are you? We are waiting on Amelia. She is getting her stuff figured out. If you are a Christian, you'd like to come up and talk, we are taking Christian callers. If you think that the Christian worldview is better than a secular worldview in any instance, we can talk about pretty much anything. We can talk about pretty much anything except for direct politics. We will not talk about red versus blue. We will not talk about um, the DT guy. No, none of that. Did you get it figured out, Amelia? Dang it. Yeah, we're not talking about red and blue, no. We can talk about redheaded trouble, Aaron, but we can't talk about red and blue. Amelia, you broke it. um, I wish I could help you, but I know very little about running it through, like, anything other than my phone. True, that's because she's a cute Aaron. He's referring to me, beautiful. Critical Chris requested to join as guest. We have Critical Crystal coming up here. I'm not sure what's happening. Amelia, try just coming to my stream if you can hear me. Come to my stream and try to connect that way. I think it's because we're trying to connect through OBS, and I don't think it's gonna work.
Oh, is that what's happening? She's using
Yeah.
OBS to try to connect.
Yeah, it's not. Gonna
Maybe
work.
TikTok can't. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm guessing
hello,
she's just I'm gonna text her really quick. Tell her to just come over here, join through here, and then.
Yeah. You guys, I just came up to say, please tap, tap, tap that screen. The sooner any live gets to 5,000 likes and 100 shares, the sooner they get pushed out into the FYP. And it actually really helps the most if you do it within the first 10 minutes, even if there's only 10 of you. If you tap the hell out of the screen and then hold down Joyful's nose and then send to 10 people right now. Just go down your list to 10 people, even if it's Joyful himself. Just send that away to 10 people. And your name should come up in the chat like that, where it says my name like that. And that's how we keep score. If you want to have the highest score, we need to see your name a lot in the chat. And those with the highest score get to go to hell with us. The ones who don't have any score go to heaven with the Christians. And yeah, we can't. Those are just the rules. You're stuck for an eternity with Christians if you don't share out the live. We need to get the shares up to 100. We're sitting at 32. And we need to get the likes up to 5,000. We are really close to the likes. Thank you so much for tapping. We're just having a little technical difficulties right now, but we're working on it. We're going to get Amelia back up here. And but let's get the live push out. Also, you guys know there's another task that really helps is if you go up and hit that little heart next to the secular perspective name up there and you'll see a little list here. Say daily, check-in daily. You're going to send one heart me. It costs 1 coin. Okay. Then you're going to come down here and you're going to make a comment, anything. And then you're going to go back up there and hit that heart and you're going to claim your daily check-in points. That helps you in our team, our little team. And the more the team does, the higher ranking the secular perspective gets. And that also pushes the live out. Thank
Absolutely.
you, Candace.
This is Crystal J, one of the hosts here at TSP. I'm your host, Joyful Apostate. Make sure to follow all of the hosts here at TSP even though we aren't here all the time, we do run our own lives, and that way you will see when we are hosting our own lives away from the TSP, um, not brand, but shows.
I just came up to say hi and have everybody tap and share. We still need 43 shares. Carrie, I love you. I love seeing Carrie in chat. She always makes me so happy. Tahir, you make me
Carrie
happy
makes
too,
me
and Candace
happy
is too,
She's
but
awesome.
there's something about seeing Carrie's PFP. It's just like, yay, there's Carrie. DC, hi. The nerdy, hi. Welcome in, Sarah. Backspacer, welcome in, welcome in. You guys just keep tapping the screen. I need 48 more shares. 48 more shares. Keep going. Keep the sharing. Repost. Copy link. Don't send it to anybody. You could just hit that copy link 27 times if you want. I know TikTok really makes us work for it. I love you so much, Gary. Yeah, so just thank you so much for, look at that. Thank you. We're getting up there. We're getting to 100. We're doing it. And we're already over 5,000 likes. So thank you so much for all those likes. Thank you so much for all you do. We're growing this channel. We've got great creators that have joined as either regular hosts or special guest hosts. And your support, it means so much to all of us.
Sorry, guys, for the technical difficulties. We will be up and going soon. There's something going on with her sound card, so she's gonna come, just switch over how she was doing it and come in through her cell phone. So
I know I should have my little purple one up. I actually have one all in purple that I think Lobes or Joyful made for me that matches the secular perspective vibrator that's on the background. What? What? Tahir heard what I said. Tahir heard me. It is very magical. That is a very magical wand. I mean, microphone in the secular perspective logo. It is. It's a beautiful, magical microphone. That's what it is.
It is.
Don't
It makes
think
a noise
dirty,
kind of like
y'all.
bzzz when you're not talking into it.
we should do like a promo video of us all like singing into a magic wand vibrators.
There we go.
It's a Hitachi mic. I have one. I mean, what?
If there's any
It makes a
Christians
noise.
out there, go ahead and join in the conversation. We want to talk to you. Any topic that you want that would put a secular perspective versus a theist perspective is what we're looking to talk about. We just don't talk direct politics. And there we go. We've got Amelia here. I thought.
Yes, it does relieve stress, DC. All right, I'm going to drop down. You all have a great day. I got you the numbers you needed. You guys are going to have a great show.
Thank you.
Nice to see
Thank
you,
you, Crystal.
Amelia.
Hey, good to see you. Apparently my video
W's
isn't working. I'm
Crystal.
trying to figure it
W's
out now. Good night.
It'll be all right. We'll get there.
That's all right. I got it.
Just keep tapping away, guys. Hopefully we will get somebody in here that would like to talk about the Christian or theistic position versus the secular position. It seems that every time we go down this idea of a metaphysical road for some reason, which is fine with me because I love having that conversation, because as a physicalist, I don't care. it all comes crumbling down unless you can prove that things aren't all physical, and you can't. You just have to have presuppositions that there are things that exist outside of the metaphysical realm. Hey, Amelia.
Hello.
Sorry, your
Now
computer wasn't working.
I don't know. I think of all the times for my audio card to go out, I'm sure that if we had Christians here, they would say that God is punishing me. However, doesn't mean that I don't have 25 other devices to connect with. So
True. This is Amelia. This is her debut on TSP. She is an official host. She will be here several times every month so far. Coming up in January, I think she has 3 other appearances.
I think so.
1,
I think I've got 3. Yeah.
2.
So, and I will have my technology figured out after tonight. I just won't try to figure it out during the call because that's kind of shady. So, hey, everybody. It's great to see you. Thanks for everybody's patience. I work in technology during the day also, so that's probably why things didn't work. So,
Yeah, it's always the things that you work on the most that tend to give out when you need them the most.
yeah, my partner likes to say that technology hates me, which is, probably true. So, thanks for all the likes, everybody. I really appreciate it. And thanks for giving me the shot to come on up here. I've been a part of the deconstruction community for quite a while now, but have never been like, yeah, I really want to host. And when you started this off, Joyful, I thought, man, I want to get in on this, right? Because I think our mission statement and what you're going for is exactly what we need in this community. So many people say community, but they don't mean it. And the things that you're doing, and the things that the other hosts are doing, and the folks on the Discord really is making a difference.
Oh, absolutely. I think that, I didn't realize how much the Discord would even help me, but just, pushing really, through that scary phase of, identifying as they, them has been really, there's a lot of scary parts to it, even though it doesn't, seem like it should be. There is. And it's just, that community has really emboldened me to be able to feel okay in it. So it's been good.
Well, and I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you because I can't imagine how hard that is, especially coming from, the other side of things, from the Christian perspective. I think, unfortunately, a lot of that fear is learned. And until you start to experience not fear, it's hard to get around that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, and it's something that you fight for so long as a Christian that it becomes like a thing that you're just supposed to fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like normal business. So I think that, the server's been good for me.
It's internal and external, right? That fighting isn't just, it's probably just as much. I've not been there personally, but it's got to be just as much internal as external. The whole, deconstruction process.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely more, I think it's more of a battle internal than external.
Yeah.
Yeah. If there's any Christians out there, come on up, talk to us. Yaklub, nice to see you.
What's up, Yak? How are you?
So, you were a Christian for quite some time, weren't you?
Yeah, so I would say I was born into Christianity. I was born in Wisconsin. So you're 2 flavors there, or you're one or the other. You're Catholic or you're Lutheran. That was it. That's all I even knew existed until I think high school. And for me, God, I hope I don't look it, but don't tell me if I do. It was mid-90s. So, the Power of Jesus time was happening. Then I realized what non-denominational was and started getting really involved. And I think that was maybe one of the 16 times I got saved was between 94 and 96. I I don't know, baptized like 5 or 8 times. I don't know if you can get over baptized, whatever. And then went to Bible college because I was pretty sure that that's what I was supposed to be doing with my life. And I made the decision to go to a Baptist college, a Baptist university, which I very quickly learned meant that I was supposed to get a Mrs. degree. So that was either playing piano or singing in the choir or doing childcare. And I actually got expelled from college because I wasn't living the way that I was supposed to be. And, still stuck on to Christianity, spent about a year and a half in a, what most people would call a CULT. I don't know if that's a word now that gets us in trouble, but an official one to help take them down. Oh, okay. Didn't know if that was on the same list as the other words. But still,
you might not be used to this, but we say all the words here.
Oh, good. So I can say fuck. That's good. Okay,
yes,
good.
We say all the words. Like, we say die, dead, kill.
Oh, good. Murder. Good. Yeah.
Yep.
So
I have found that
one?
the creators. I've found that the creators that try to disguise their words tend to get more violations than the people that actually just say it.
Yeah. I've seen that as well, and I also think like, hey, there's a reason that they call it those things. There's a reason that those words exist and words have power. But I think they, whether it was a cult or not, it was pretty widely known back in the day. Left that group, realized, that's bad Christianity. So at least I had a black and white idea of that, and then went right back into evangelical Christianity. Eventually left that again, then did a rebound. So I think that's probably what I think a lot of folks who, end up kind of going in and out of it do. And then my most recent bout in Christianity, I got deathly ill, like legitimately on life support, was so sick. Remember waking up and hearing somebody praying, and I think it was one of the pastors at the church that I went to, praying that I would wake up so I could confess my sins and God would heal me. And it was like a light switch went off. And I thought, holy shit, like, that's it. Like, if that is the God that I am dedicating my life to and worshiping, and he's going to let me lay in this bed and have to relearn to talk and relearn to walk and relearn to swallow and eat and leave me alone. And that's what the people that I thought loved me believed. That wasn't a God that I wanted to worship. And I also spent a lot of time, I was in the hospital for 6 months straight, pretty much bedridden, a lot of time praying and saying, God, heal me. And he didn't. And I'm glad he didn't, because if he turned out to be real and he chose healing me over someone else, that frankly would have been just as shitty. And that's when I finally washed my hands of all of it. And I have not even thought once, and it's been about 4 years, about ever going back. So that was kind of my last straw. So here I am now, kind of surrounded still by a lot of people who believe what they believe. And I just challenge people who, whatever you believe, know why you believe it. And I think that leads a lot of people to deconstruction.
Now, was your husband Christian?
It was and is. So it's extremely, extremely interesting. Yeah. So it is it's a daily struggle, if I want to go back and use the old words I used to use. But it's extremely interesting.
Oh yeah, my wife when my wife deconstructed, 5 years of me being a minister still while she was deconstructed.
Oh, so from the other way. You've been there. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's another reason I'm glad we have this community, because I always wonder, and I'm always afraid to ask, but I always wonder, has anybody ever been in the same situation? And it's very interesting.
Yep, just the opposite. But she was a big reason that I left, so that...
Awesome.
Maybe someday, Amelia. Maybe someday.
Hey, I don't want to change anybody's mind. I just want to change how they think. I think
Absolutely.
how you think changes your mind and changes ultimately your heart. And I think there's a lot to be learned from both sides, but I don't pull punches. If it's bullshit, I'm going to say it's bullshit. So,
Absolutely. What other? Oh, Amelia was like early deconstruction zone too. Like when we had 40 people
yeah,
and the lives, it was a good night to get 60 people. Kind of like what we're dealing with right now in this. Um,
I was
we
the
were
third
there for all of
host.
that.
Yeah, yeah, I
What?
was the third host of Justin's channel, the third host. So I wear that like a badge of honor. So,
Yep.
yeah.
Um, yep. Modding late nights. It was good times. It was good times.
Heck yeah. And I
Um,
can't wait till we become just as big as that, in our own group. I think what Justin does is
hopefully.
amazing. And I like when he comes over and hosts with us as well, which is great.
Yeah, I remember when you were co-hosting. I remember you bringing me up. I think you brought me up the first time that I went up on his live,
Nice.
if I remember
Nice.
correctly.
And I think
You
I
guys
fell
were
in
all
love with you right out of the gate. So,
which is
you know.
sad. Yeah, the lucky ones had never were indoctrinated for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, I'm happy for people that didn't have to deconstruct. Deconstructing is a bitch.
It is. It is. You have no idea. Like, it was, I wish I could remember the creator. It was somebody who's newer, was talking about a specific kind of vine that kind of goes and wraps around everything. And as she's been deconstructing, she was talking about how you'll find something completely random. Like she was walking her dog and something that ran across her mind. She's like, it's like these vines that reach out and they wrap around every single thing that you think and process. And I'm like, that's such a great analogy. And I can so relate to that because you're like, why do I process it that way? Oh, because that vine is wrapped around that. And I have to figure out how to get back to where I can cut that sucker off and it won't keep growing there.
Yeah. Jordan Kane said, sorry, you guys went to that. Yeah, absolutely. Um, I really, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
nerdy no. I really would rather not.
For real. It's way harder to read the chat on the phone versus on the desktop.
Yeah.
So I've got to get that fixed. It's crazy.
The flag in his name tells me I don't really want to talk to him.
Yeah, probably true. Probably true. Thanks, everybody, for the hearts and the tap in. We really appreciate it. We want to get the word out. And hey, share this with your Christian friends. I know you still got some. Have them come in, let's have a fun chat.
If you're a Christian and you want to come up and talk,
yeah, come on, let's chat about things.
come up. Let's have a good discussion, guys. Also, the bed fund that we were working on yesterday. Yep, we do allow Mormons. We've talked to a few Mormons on this channel.
Heck yeah.
So if you want to come up, you're more than welcome. Guys, we collected 400 yesterday, and I threw in 100 from what the channel made through other means. So we were able to send this mom 500 today, and we're hoping to get 300 more, so it will purchase the entire bed, and she can get it quicker because it's something that is desperately in need for these people. So if you could help with that, these beds are very expensive and very important to extremely autistic kids. So if you can help in any way, that is amazing. Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo. The PayPal is going to be through my wife's name, so you'll have to ask for that because that is not in my... Because apparently I don't have a PayPal. I did not. I did at one point, but apparently I don't anymore. So that will be through my wife's name. So you'll have to ask if you want to donate through PayPal. But other than that, every donation will help a family immensely. I don't know what happened to Amelia. Having all kinds of problems tonight. Can't believe atheists can be just as judgmental. Just as judgmental, no. I just don't like to talk to people that support genocides. The same as Christians. I can't believe that there are atheists that support genocide the same way Christians do. That's, I mean, it's a pretty simple concept.
I didn't run again. Sorry. My phone decided to lock itself, so I'm having technology fun.
Right on, right on. Jordan. Oh, you're a Trumpy too. That's disgusting. That's another reason why I don't want to talk to you. Now you gave me 2 reasons.
And it's that politics word that we know and love here at the channel.
Yeah.
Now, if we want to talk about biblical genocide, that's one thing, but
You're still a Trumpy. I don't care where you're from. There's Canadians that are. Maggot's gonna maggot. I don't know what to tell you. If you're a Christian, you'd like to have a conversation. I don't know what happened to our Mormon buddy, but he did not come up. Happy to judge shitty people gladly. Exactly, Girls Gone Godless. I am more than happy to pass judgment on shitty people. I ain't under some sort of biblical thing that says judge not lest ye be judged. I judge everybody.
just don't make it easy. Don't make it easy. I hate everyone equally. I mean, that's just fair.
Well, I mean, if you aren't judging everybody that you meet, then you probably have a bunch of shitty people in your life. So that's that. Make it hard. We always like when we make. Yep. True, Aaron. Guys, thank you so much for all the likes. We once again are not getting any ops, but hopefully we will get at least one soon. The guy asked if we take Mormons, and then he left. I was hopeful for that.
Well, Mormons believe they're Christian, right? I guess I should have asked that. I should be like, come on up, let's talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, Mormons. When I was a Christian, I did not consider Mormons as Christian. But now, yeah, why not? They say they're Christian. Why the hell would I care if a bunch of Christians are no true Scotsmaning their way through life? They read the Bible.
There's so many flavors. There's so many flavors. It's like a box of chocolates. You never get sick of it.
Absolutely. If you are over on the YouTube and you are a Christian, come on over to TikTok. Join the conversation. It's a good time. We would love to have you. Just if you have a TikTok account, you just come over here, hit the guest button, and we will gladly talk to you. If you're not part of the TSP Discord, become part of it today. We have a lot of fun stuff going on over there, fun conversations. Yeah, it's a good time. And a lot of support. If you are in need of support, if you're LGBTQ or any variant, if you are undergoing any kind of issues, just
Joyful, did we get the Discord link
I can
working?
post it. It should
I
be.
know we were having.
It should be.
Yeah, I know we were having some trouble with it, but I figured you'd probably already have it
Joyful,
fixed.
scared, all the Christians away. Yeah, with my beautiful face.
It definitely
no
wasn't
degree,
me.
No degree. Would you like to come up and talk to Amelia?
Yeah, come on
Everybody,
up.
that is everybody's like, that's like, it's like something you have to do if you're going to be hosting. You have to talk to No Degree at some point.
That seems fair. Our Mormon friend is back. Come on up, request up. Love to talk to any Christians, no matter which flavor.
Why would you do that to her?
But
Apostate, it's because everybody.
it's a rite
needs
of
to do
passage, isn't it?
It's a rite of Yes, it's a rite of passage. That is the perfect way. That is what I was looking for. All right, let's see for PayPal. Yes, Russell is supposed to be up here later presenting on-screen evidence. He's going to demonstrate where Jaron went wrong in his book. I'm going to hold my breath for him to come here and do it. That's what he claims. He claims that he can demonstrate what he messed up in his book. So,
well, that's exciting.
we'll see. Latter-day Courage, you are a Mormon. What are your pronouns? And you're over 18, correct?
He, him, and yes, I am 22.
Right on, you're going to be talking to Amelia. I will jump in now and again, but we try not to tag team too much, though. Start off talking to Amelia up there, and if I have any clarifying questions or anything, I will speak up. But for the most part, I will let you guys discuss.
Perfect. Sounds good. Thank you. What's up, Amelia?
Hey, what's up? Good to meet you.
Good to meet you as well. Have you done research on Mormonism?
So I have some experience. I have some friends that were Mormon who tried for a while to get me to consider converting. So I spent a lot of time with them. It was during my college years. So I know a little bit from the perspective of just knowing the people and, just the basics. So would love to learn more and hear more and figure out what makes you tick.
Perfect. Yeah. Just to kind of preface my background, I grew up in the LDS church, but there was at some point where I kind of wasn't following the teachings, and me maintaining a membership was purely because my parents, it was kind of an expectation within our household. And so I maintained recordship only because of that. So, but as I went on my mission, my 2-year Mormon mission, and I came home after 5 months. So I was really struggling with my faith. I had seen a lot of things that I was curious about, and so I did some research, and I was able to, frankly, I felt like I tore down my religion through I just research, but I still wanted to be religious, and so I was trying to figure out what God I believed in. Right, Christians believe in an all-loving God and an all-loving, all-knowing, all-powerful God. Right, all of the omnis. And so I was like, okay, where can I find that? And I feel like those all lovings kind of contradict each other. All the alls, right? All loving, all knowing, right? It contradicts each other, especially with the presuppositions that Christians hold, whether it be sola or prima scriptura or creation ex nihilo. There's a lot of things that from the atheist perspective that I was in that kind of set off some red flags. If I was to believe in a God, where would I find them? And so as I kind of was tracing back, I started reading the Bible. I started reading some in even the Book of Mormon and some of our teachings within the LDS Church. And I was able to find that the God that lined up most with my beliefs, if I was to believe in all living God, I don't believe believing in a subjective evidence to follow. And within Mormonism, we do hold that Christian universalist view of salvation, whereas Christianity, it's you don't believe in my specific presuppositions, therefore you're going to hell. It's like fear mongering. And so every day it's a belief. It's a choice to believe in a God. I would say that in my mind, it makes sense that there would be a God. While yes, there might not be any evidence for him, at least his existence. I would say that the God that lines up best with my understanding of who he would be found in Mormonism.
Okay, can I ask a couple of questions just to kind of dig into a few things that you said?
Yeah, for sure.
So when you came back and you saw the things that you didn't, expect to see, and that kind of, if you don't mind me saying, shook your faith, not to use a petty phrase, but kind of shook your faith. What was it in those moments that made you want to still kind of dig in and look in and kind of start over? What was it that you thought you were missing or that didn't connect for you at that point? I'm just trying to understand a little bit more about why you took the path that you took.
So within the LDS Church, growing up, I had an expectation that scriptures were infallible, that prophets were infallible, that I basically held all of the Christian presuppositions other than the view of the Trinity, right? And I was just like, we're all the same. We just don't believe in the Trinity. And so I started finding out, and it's funny because I had talked to my grandma, she is very strong in the faith. And I talked to her and I was like, I've been doing some research and everybody's saying that Brigham Young was racist. Like, no, he was not. And I was kind of in like that denial. And my grandma was like, oh, he was totally racist. And I was like, wait, why is she saying that? Like, how is a prophet of God a racist, right? How is this perfect? How is this person supposed to be maintaining a religion while not being perfect? And to kind of have that understanding of the prophets in the biblical texts and see their imperfections, it kind of helped me to say like, well, yes, I can full-heartedly disavow Brigham Young and his racism, but I can stand for and accept the truth that he taught. Just because my math teacher was a POS and did really bad things to some of the students, it doesn't undermine the fact that that they were teaching 1 + 1 = 2, that they were teaching that truth.
Right. Okay.
Can I ask one clarifying question just really quick, Latter-day? How do you determine what Brigham Young said that is true and what is false? Is it just based on preference?
Yeah, so that's a really good question, and that's something that I'm still trying to figure out. I would say all good things come from God. And I would say that racism is not good. You can try to... I mean, I would say that there are some things that we can look at and say, yes, this comes from God, or no, this doesn't come from God, with the presupposition that we do believe in an all-loving God. I would say that... again, this is something that I'm still trying to formulate. But I would say pertaining to truth, right? If Brigham Young was to come out and say that Adam was actually God, right? That's a famous teaching from Brigham Young. I would say that No, that's not true. Because number one, we can look at scripture, we can look at past prophets and apostles, right? And they would all say that Adam is not God, right? If the prophet right now was able to, if he came out and said that Heavenly Father is a female deity, I would disagree with that. I wouldn't necessarily say that he's a false prophet. I would just say that that teaching is not true. And again, just because
Yeah.
I with the presupposition of an all-loving God, I don't believe that God is going to damn me to hell because I chose to not believe in prophet's subjective statements that he's making. Because again, there is no evidence for God. You can sum something up and say like, well, we don't have an answer, therefore it's God, right? But I would say,
Well,
especially
and
with
that kind
prophecy.
of, I think that's the first thing that jumps out at me, based on Joyful's question to you, and kind of the way that you answered it. I'm wondering where you draw that delineation, because when I look at it and I say, okay, if Brigham Young said, let's say if the prophet said, God is a woman, you can take a look at that and say, well, I wouldn't believe that. That's not true. So when the prophet says, or your book says, or the Bible says that God is a loving God, there's plenty of evidence in that same book that God is not a loving God. So how do you determine which you're going to pick, right? You're going to pick that, well, if someone says this, then I'm totally going to believe that. And somebody told me that God is a loving God, but I'm not going to believe that. How do you determine? Because from, again, not to use the name of the show, but from my perspective as an agnostic atheist, I'm curious to know how you decide what you're going to choose. It kind of sounds like cherry picking, to be honest. But how do you decide what you're cherry picking that you're going to believe and think is right versus what isn't, even though there is evidence to the contrary, just to the loving God point?
Well, yeah, and I'm perfectly fine with admitting and saying that it is cherry picking. I would say that I'm okay cherry picking. I think it's better for me to cherry pick specific verses that show an all-loving God rather than say that I believe in an all-loving God, but he unalives 43 children for making fun of a bald prophet. Within the LDS framework, we don't hold to the scriptures being the infallible word of God.
Yeah.
So just because the scriptures say something that was attributed to God, right? That God unalived those 43 children by being mauled by two bears after making fun of a prophet. I think that that's just a coincidence, and within my faith, I'm perfectly fine with saying that's just a coincidence because we don't believe in the infallibility of scripture.
Sure. Absolutely.
So yeah, cherry picking, I don't know of a better term to use.
I wish I
But
had one. Sorry,
yeah,
but
no, it's all
I mean, it
good.
is what it is, right? There are plenty of people on the secular side of things who cherry pick on the other end. I'm just trying to figure out, and I want to understand, or I want to get why you would choose a path and base that totally on the cherry picked elements of that, right? For me, I definitely did that for a long time, for many years. Like I had read the Bible back to back. I had studied, I had gone to Bible college. I had done, I don't know how many hundreds of dollars in courses, and understood, what I was reading, and knew that there were contradictions and things like that. After a while, I couldn't figure out why I would still justify following a God that was so contradictory to itself, if that makes sense. So I'm trying to figure out, given your story, where you came from, kind of how you started rebuilding, why you still decided to continue on a path that ultimately doesn't, if it really is all about a just and a loving God, or even just a loving God, if that is absolutely not true, not even from cherry picking, why you would still stay on that path.
So and I get what you're saying, but I would say that the whole idea of cherry picking is to help cope, for lack of better terms, but the statement of an all-loving God,
Sure.
right? I'm not gonna
Yeah.
say I believe in an all-loving God, and then he floods the earth, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's so many things, especially in the Old Testament, that when you attribute to God, it makes God look like a POS, and that's coming from a Christian, right? But
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean,
I
let's
don't
be fair,
believe
he
that
kind
an
of was a
all
POS. But...
well, and that's the thing is you can't. So I'll push back. Can you prove that he was a POS?
I
Can
can't
you
prove
prove?
that God exists, but what I can do is
Okay, so
I can prove that the God that people choose
assuming
to
that my
follow
God
is.
exists, assuming that
Sure.
my God exists, can you show me that he is a POS while using my presuppositions?
I can show scripture that shows that he unjustly murdered people, that he allowed rape, that he allowed torture, that he allowed slavery, all of the things that we look at as a society, as human beings. I can point to dozens and dozens and dozens of factual evidence in their own writings, and I can look historically at factual evidence since then. The Russian gulags, the things that have happened in wars, and the Crusades, and say that that is not a loving God who would create people and order them, if he so did, to do these things in his name.
Bingo. So, and I agree with that, except
Sure.
for I don't say, and our church is not claiming, and I don't even think that they have made a public claim,
Mm.
but the God that I follow does not do that stuff. Like he's the God that you just described, that's not my God. My God is an all-loving God, right? I don't hold the presupposition that the Bible is the infallible word of God. So you can quote scripture. You can say that all of the crusades were done in the name of God. I don't believe that they were, because that would show that our God is unloving. I don't hold the presupposition of sola scriptura where nothing else, there's no other infallible source or authoritative source. So
But the
I'm
the issue is, though, Latter Day, is if we cannot trust the words in the Bible, then we're
Mm-hmm.
just picking and choosing. We're choosing our own adventure of a God. We take the things we like. We take the things that we subjectively say are good, and we throw out all the things we subjectively say are bad. Do you understand, like, why that doesn't seem to lead to actual truth, rather just a subjective God that you like?
well, yeah, but again, I if there was the God of Christianity, the triune God that created us from nothing, formed all of our existences, right, knows the end from the beginning, all powerful, yet there's all of these really horrific and horrendous things that are happening because of him, all for what? So that we can go up and play harps in heaven to him? No, I that's even a subjective presupposition. Um, and so I would say that everybody, every Christian, every theist is basing their belief of God off of their own subjective presuppositions. There's a reason why Catholics are in the Catholic faith, is because they've been able to presuppose that their idea of God is found within the Catholic Church, and that's why I believe that my idea of God is found within the LDS Church. I would say that he's found the closest inside of the LDS Church. My thing is, and why I push to not make people join, but have people be interested in the church, is because I feel like we have a far better case and a far better answer for some of the answers that people are looking for. And it's okay if people don't join the church. Like, I'm not butthurt. I'm marrying a non-member. And that's not necessarily viewed as a good thing within the culture of the church. But because I've been able to realize that I believe in an all-loving God who is not going to damn my future wife for not believing in my subjective presuppositions, I'm perfectly fine with staying in the church because that's where I find my God. I would not be able to turn to Catholicism. I would not be able to turn to Protestantism. I wouldn't be able to turn to any other Christian denomination because they preach a finite atonement and a finite loving God. And I just don't like that at all.
Yeah. And it sounds to me as though too that, if you look into the LDS religion, you're actually choosing to kind of do your own fork in the road too, right? So if you're not following what the church says, they definitely have issues, like you brought it up too. Like, you're going to marry a non-believer, somebody who's not a part of the church. That'll affect your afterlife, right? Some would say the LDS church too as well, from what I believe, that your mortal life, it's, from what I understood, and I could be wrong, but that it was really about kind of like mortal life is like the testing ground, or it's more of like a place where you grow in your knowledge and whatever. But it sounds like you're even diverting from that. So I guess I would say that.
How would I be diverting from that?
Because the entire supposition of the LDS church is that you have to be a member of that church. You have to be ingrained in that church. You have to follow all of these steps and the elements. They're very much based upon their doctrine is very important. The way that they work is very important. They have their own rules and laws. They have their own books to go with it. So if that weren't the case, I guess I would be a little bit more open to say, okay, well, maybe you're just figuring out your own denomination, right? Your own path on this, but you keep coming back to the fact that you want people to become a part of the LDS church, when what you're espousing here, and again, I could be completely off and wrong, does not sound like something that is part of the LDS church, that you're actually taking quite a fork off of that road. And I would question the validity of what you believe to be your salvation. Again, that's between you and whatever you believe, but how valid is that if you don't even hold up the precepts of what you're telling people that they should be a part of?
So, and that's why I said that I find the God closest to mine within the LDS church. I'm not saying that the God that the LDS church is preaching is 100%. I would say it's very, very close. That's why I choose to be a part, but I'm not saying that it's the exact same God, and that I'm finding these things on my own, but I'm still I guess I don't know how to answer that. I would say that what I'm doing, because I don't want to just branch off and start my own church, because I believe that that God has given people authority. That's a presupposition that the LDS church has, that Christians have. And I would say that I don't have that authority to branch off and make my own church. Why would I need to do that when I see the closest one being just right down the street?
Okay. Why do you believe that those people have the authority? What is the evidence that this God, right? Say with quote marks, but what is the evidence that this God has given them that authority, that you would put enough of your trust, enough of your, let's be fair, time, money, energy, devotion into those people? Where is that evidence coming from?
There's no evidence, and I'm perfectly fine with that.
Okay.
I would say that authority is not tangible. You can't see it, smell it, or touch it. because what the whole point of the LDS Church, I guess one of the points of the LDS Church is the Great Apostasy, belief in the Great Apostasy, where the Catholic Church, they claim that they hold the like a priesthood line of succession, or the priesthood succession. The Orthodox Church has that, right? Just because I put my hands on my little brother's head and says that I give you the priesthood power doesn't automatically mean that my little brother has the priesthood power, right? So I would say that it is a non-tangible thing. And so with it being a non-tangible thing, I don't know if I could provide really any evidence.
Yeah. And I saw this come up in the chat too. Sorry, Joyful, one last question from my side. But you seem completely fine and unmoved by the fact that there is no evidence for any of this. Like that doesn't seem to bother you in the least. And I wish I could wrap my head around that. But the lack of evidence for me is, one of the biggest things. But you seem to have a whole lot of belief and a whole lot of like stick-to-itiveness and gumption to be behind this movement with zero evidence to back it up. And I'm really struggling with understanding why that is.
So zero evidence to back up what specifically? Because I would say that there's
Any
evidence.
of it.
There's
Any
evidence.
of it.
It's I said this on another live a couple days ago. I was talking to an atheist. The perspective of evidence is subjective, while the evidence itself is objective, right? So the evidence that we have.
No, I believe that evidence has, I believe that words have meaning. I believe that there is a definition of what evidence is. Like for me, there's falsifiable proof of things, or there's not.
Yeah.
I think that words do mean things. Like I don't change the definition of words anymore.
Yeah, I understand that, and the atheists actually agreed with me. All of the other atheists on the panel agreed with me, so I'm perfectly fine with you maybe not accepting that. I would say that, for example, the objective evidence that we had is that Joseph Smith received he wrote the Book of Mormon. That's the objective evidence, is that Joseph Smith wrote the Book of Mormon. Now, how do we get to from point A to point B, right? How did he do that? A lot of people, they can say that, well, he's using some terms that would suggest that he had books, but there's no way that we can prove that he had books. They're just relying on that side of the evidence, while some other people can say there's no proof that he had these books, so why can't we claim that it was by divine revelation, Jesus Christ's resurrection, right? The objective evidence is that we have claims of, and not firsthand accounts, but just claims of people having an interaction with somebody who looked, sounded, and talked like Jesus Christ after he was unalived, right? So some people can speculate and say that it was either just a big scheme and the accounts are false, or I've heard people say that that Jesus Christ had a twin brother, right? But some people look at the evidence that we have, and
there's no evidence of that. There's also no evidence that Joseph Smith, other than him saying he wrote these books. His own family thought he was nuts. There's, to me, when I look at evidence, right, that's facts and information that back up the claim, right? They're facts and information that can be checked and rechecked, and it comes from more than one source.
Ladder, before we move on to our next guest, I do have a question for you. What do you think about the Egyptian papyruses that Joseph Smith claimed that he could translate, but then once we got more, we found the Rosetta Stone and stuff of that nature, so we could actually then interpret the Egyptian papyrus, and we found out that it wasn't at all what Joseph Smith claimed was revealed to him.
So the facsimiles, not saying that they match up exactly, but there's quite a bit of correlation that Joseph Smith would not have had any information, such as the alligator. I think that's in facsimile 1.
Yeah, but if he lies sometimes about what he can translate, why would I believe anything he's claiming?
Well, I would say that you can't prove that he was lying. Also,
Oh
another
yeah, I
thing
can.
really quick.
Hold on.
Hold on.
He said
Yeah.
that the Egyptian He said that the Egyptian papyrus were writings of Abraham while he was in Egypt, called the Book of Abraham.
So how
When
much
we
do we
figured
have
out,
of
hold on. Once we figured out how to translate these Egyptian papyri, we found out that they're really actually called the Book of Breathings, and it's funerary documents. Nothing to do with Abraham, nothing to do with him writing, nothing about his relationship with God, nothing.
So, what are you familiar of how much we have right now of the Book of Abraham?
The Book of Abraham?
Yeah, so I
None.
mean, what we have right now, we have like little pieces and fragments of it
You have
that's
none.
what?
You have none. Joseph Smith lied.
We have no are you saying that we don't have any of the fragments of the papyri that Joseph Smith had?
Yes, we do, but when it's actually translated, it has nothing to
It's
do
not even
with
close.
Abraham.
Okay.
It's
Yes,
a funeral.
no,
It's
I get this.
funeral
I've heard this.
documentation.
Yes,
Joseph
it's a
Smith
funeral text.
lied. It's not a book of Abraham. That's a
How
lie.
how much of that papyri do we have?
Enough to know that it's funeral text and not the book of Abraham.
We don't have enough to know.
We know
and-
the name. We have enough to know the name of it. He said it was called the book when he translated it. It was translated the Book of Abraham. But when it's actually translated, it's the Book of Breathing.
This is a pretty in-depth topic. I would just suggest to everybody go and look up the long scroll theory. Joseph Smith had roughly 2 to 3 long scrolls that took up tables, which Joseph Smith was able to
And he
translate
lied
that
about being
from.
able to translate it. We
Can
know
you
this
real
now,
quick?
Leonard.
So,
Yep.
can you prove to me that what was on those scrolls, the long scrolls, was not written in the Book of Abraham?
Yeah.
So the other words that were on the long scrolls.
There are several people that have studied these. You have research archives from the Institute for the Study of Ancient Cultures. They did a study on it. Said nope. There's the Book of Abraham is nonsense that was made up. You have several other people too. Let me see who else has done research on this. But these are actual historians and people that can look at the papyri and tell you that it's not what it says. Joseph Smith was a liar. He lied to you.
There's other scholars and other historians that can look at the papyri and also say that it matched up in certain places.
Name one.
That Jacob Hansen.
Name one besides the Mormon
Robert Moore.
Church.
That's kind of disingenuous.
Not at all.
No, it's not. It's
That's
just
like
like
asking-
the Catholic. It's just
give-
like
give
the
me
cat.
an
It's
atheist.
just hold on. It's just like the Catholics saying that the Shroud of Turin is legitimate. It's nonsense.
that's false.
The Shroud of Turin, yes, they say it too. I don't care what their scholars say. I don't care what their historians say. We know that it is false. The same way we know when we have outside sources, peer reviewed. When you're getting peer reviewed and it's coming back that it's full of shit, I'm gonna say it's full of shit.
Yeah, and I would say that they also have their biases, those other scholars. So, Um,
Yeah.
yeah, it is what it
It's a
is.
nice coat.
Except they're scholars. They're not the church that spent millions of dollars to buy, these
They
books
spent
to
millions of
translate
dollars to
them.
buy.
I'm assuming that if you converted that to today's money, yes, it would convert to that.
That's just a
The
claim.
Mormon Church put a
I'm
lot of money into. I can look it up right now.
I'm sure that the church spent money on the papyri. I'm okay with that. Really quick, just before I hop off, um, what if you guys were to believe in a God?
Yep.
Where would you guys find that God? Would you find in any specific religion, or would you just hold it to your own presuppositions? And would you guys
No, I would
be
hold
like
it to the laws of logic,
non-denominational?
which, yeah, the laws of logic totally cancel out an omnipotent God. It totally cancels out an omniscient God. It totally cancels out all of those omnis. So unless the God did not have all those omnis, I'm not going to believe it because it would be contradictory of logic.
Have you found any church that um, lines up with your presupposition? Oh, well, I mean, I guess not because you were an
No.
atheist, but would you have found anything close to it?
No,
Oh yeah,
for
like
me,
I was a
I don't know. Yeah, go
I was
ahead.
a Baptist pastor. I
Were
used to
you
think,
reformed?
yep.
Oh, that's crazy. Oh, well, that's insane. That's one of those that I'm just like, I don't know how people can wrap their. I mean, it's coherent, especially reading through the scriptures and reading in the Old Testament about God and who He is. And I would say that through the lens of sola scriptura, I would 100% say it's Calvinism and it's the Reformed theology. But
Yeah.
because that God is an absolute D-bag, I don't find any other church that supports the view of God like Mormonism. So I appreciate you guys having me on. I'll
Alright.
hop off.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
See ya.
see you guys.
Thanks.
See ya. The belief with no real evidence is where it's at. Sorry, Cyber. We try not to bring up people on TSP. If you would like to get on TSP, you are more than welcome to message me, and we will get you a spot on TSP as a co-host. One of these nights.
The papyrus is
Let's
$2,400 in 1835, for the record.
I
just
tried to
think
bring
it's an
up that
important
guess.
point.
Did not work. We are back out of guests. Guys, if you are in YouTube, make sure to hit that thumbs up. Make sure to do all them good things over there. Type in the chat. Hit them little hearts by the chat. And also, if you would like to be a member, that would be fantastic. Otherwise, we have a pinned comment up at the top of the screen there. It is the PayPal to donate to helping a woman in the community that has an autistic child get a cubby bed. So if you can donate anything, it is greatly appreciated. And then, other than that, if you're not part of the TSP Discord, become part of it today. We have a lot of good things going on over there. We have stuff for the LGBTQ folks. We have stuff for people that just want to get on there and chit-chat. Soon we will have a members game chat where we will play games online together once in a while. But that will be in the paid members section. So if you are a paid member here or over on YouTube, then you will be able to get into the member section. There's a kink chat. There is just a regular chat. And then we're going to have a game chat coming up where we will play games and talk about games. So that should be awesome. I've
heard that folks in deconstruction aren't competitive at all. So that should be interesting. Just facetious there.
Yeah. Guys, over there in the TSP Discord, we do have a mission statement that goes for TSP in general. That is outside of these debates. These debates are part of TSP, but we actually have a mission here, and it is our community exists to uplift and support atheists and LGBTQ plus individuals by providing a welcoming space where everyone can be their authentic selves. We foster respectful conversation, mutual encouragement, and shared learning, free from judgment or discrimination. Together, we aim to build friendships, promote well-being, challenge harmful stigmas, and celebrate the diversity of the human experience. This is a place for community empowerment and positive connection where every member's voice matters. So if you guys want to join the Discord, the link is in the link tree in our profile. Go there, and if it doesn't work for you, just copy the link and put it into your search bar, and it will bring you right there.
And folks who are asking, the Discord is like an online community. So what old people might have referred to as a chat room or a bulletin board, right? It's an opportunity to have discussions, to, throw ideas over the wall, throw anything out there that you want to talk about. So it's really a lot of fun. Takes a little getting used to, but I promise it'll be worth it.
That, and we have meet our hosts. We have a place where we have each of our official hosts and with a picture and a little bit about them. We have a ask your hosts. Ask any host. You can specifically ask the host you want to ask, or you can just ask in general any question, and one of the hosts will address it over in that. So we have things and also we have the schedule over there. We will keep it updated. Once we get halfway through January, we will put the first half of February up. So we will keep it kind of like that, so it's not some long, arduous list that you have to scroll through. We will keep it short and sweet. And we have a lot of good people coming up soon. We have the Deconstruction Zone coming up this month. We have Jaron from Christ Before Jesus. We have Godless Engineer, and next month we have Dalton, Born Again Atheist, and or the Bible guy, Dalton, Born Again Atheist, and somebody else. I can't remember who and Thinker, hopefully next month. So we'll have a good month. No, Justin is not hosting with CBJ. They are one day apart. Justin will be hosting with me, and then TBV, Trust But Verify, will be hosting with Jaron. AA Jokin, are you over 18?
Considerably, yes.
Okay. Are you atheist? Do you believe in a God?
I do not believe in a God. I experience one, but I don't believe in one.
Okay. And then finally, what are your pronouns?
He, him. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. So can you explain to us a little bit about this God that you feel?
You know what? Can I be honest with you? Candace is a friend. She invited me. Without question, I joined without knowing what this was. I'm interested in donating. She may just know my net worth and know that I can donate some money. Sadly, it'll be $5, but I can put in something. How do I do that when somebody requests it on a live?
Okay, so if you click on my name, it will go to a link tree. It will have a Cash App, for Joyful Apostate, a Venmo.
Okay.
So
I'm giving the money to you.
Yes, and it goes into the donations. Yeah.
And Candace recommended you, so you're good with me, brother. Good luck. Thank you.
Right on. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for donating whatever you can. I do appreciate it.
Good to meet you. I'm getting, it'll be more as time goes along, right? But I at least want to make, help with the causes. So God bless.
Well, thank you. Awesome. Amazing. Thank you so much, WAA Jokin. Yeah.
And thanks, Candace.
Anything you send will be going directly to this mother. For the rest of the week, we'll be live one more time this week with Lobes and Redhead. Anything you give this week, whether we go over the goal or not, is going to go to this mom to help take care of her autistic child. There's a lot of expenses involved in special needs children. So whatever we can get by the end of the week, it will be fantastic. We were able to send out $500 this morning. As soon as I get it, I'm sending it out because, yeah, I don't want any, like, mingling of money. So I'm just taking it, sending it out. So we were able to send that out this morning, and we will continue to do that throughout the week to this mother. And after that, we will be starting our collections for LGBTQ youth. Will be a donation for that. And then there will also be just a donation for the channel in general to get better equipment, do things like that. So there will be the option, though, also to give to the LGBTQ youth, which is something that we are working on within our little part of the community to make sure that LGBTQ youth have resources, people that not people, but resources. A lot of youths get kicked out of their homes. There's a lot of bad that comes to LGBTQ youth, and we need to be there for them. Because we know damn good and well the churches aren't. They're going to send them to conversion therapy. They're going to tell them that they're bad. We need to be there for them.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, thank you guys for being here. Let's see here. We've got... we are out of guests. If you are a Christian, either in the YouTube or on TikTok, jump on up. We would be more than happy to have a conversation with you. Yes, this is live, Rock Paper Tree. Over on the YouTube, make sure you hit that thumbs up. If you're over in the Deconstruction Junction, make sure to come over to TSP's YouTube, hit that thumbs up, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. Guys, we are already at 16,000 views, or 1,600 views, not 1,000, that would be crazy. 1,600 views over in YouTube, which has doubled our best amount for a whole live. Tuesdays are killing it. Thank you guys for all that you're doing over there, chatting, hitting them hearts, liking the live. It really does help. Okay, is there a Cash App for the donations? Yes, there is a Cash App. If you go to my link tree, there is a Cash App for Joyful Apostate. And that is what I sent it through this morning. Yeah. So if it goes to Cash App, it makes it a lot easier on me than trying to get all the money together to send. Because I send it out of Cash App because that charges the least for them to get it.
Hey, Joyful, I don't know if you saw the question in the chat, but if somebody has a need, like this mom with her child, how do we surface up those needs? Are those through the Discord?
Okay. Yep, you'll do it through the Discord. What you'll do is in the Discord, let me pull it up here. I just dropped it down.
I've just seen us do, since the Discord's been there, I've seen us do a lot of different things there, and it's everything from groceries to this bed. Like, it really is, it's really heartwarming to see, folks come together for those around us.
If it's in the Deconstruction Junction, I'm not sure how you address that. With TSP, which I will reach out to them if it's something that we would not normally field. We will reach out to Deconstruction Junction or something like that to see if they can help. But if you go into the it's just called questions for hosts. You just go in there, say you have a question how you can do this, and a host will get with you. Probably an admin, me, Sunny, or Lobes will get with you But if me, Sonny, or Lobes and one of our hosts see it first, they will get with you and make sure that something is getting put in motion for those in need in the community.
Perfect. Sorry, I didn't want to derail you, but people that have been asking.
Oh,
so
no,
that's good to know.
That's absolutely fine. I think it's good for people to know that we will do what we can. We can't necessarily make miracles happen, but we can do what we can as a community.
And we won't lie and say that miracles happened either, just for the record. I haven't seen us do that yet.
Yes, Godless, go ahead and come up. We are in between guests. This is in between guests. Actually, I'm going to take a potty break while Godless is doing this. Godless, for TikTok purposes, I know you're over 18, but just say, yes, I'm over 18.
Yes, I'm over 18.
What are your pronouns?
He, him.
He, him. All right,
Yes.
And you are Godless, so
Yes,
I think we have
very
the
much
answer to
so.
that.
Yeah, and I've hosted one of these before, so
Yeah, I know.
It's good to see you again, by the way. Long
Yes,
time
you
fan,
too.
first time talking to you.
thank you very much. I just sent you. I think I sent you I sent Galaxy to the other guy. I sent you fireworks.
Thank you so much.
I love your stuff. I actually love how you approach this. I wanted to come up here because for a lot of you people in here know me, and you know that I have a live that I do on Thursday nights, and I specifically scheduled it to be after this show, so that people don't.
That was very kind of you.
Yes. So it's at 9:00 on Thursday nights for a religious trauma hospital for people who have who go through religious trauma and they want to talk about it, and it's just a community to get together. But this coming Thursday, I will have it at 9. But there's a special one happening on Friday morning at 9 a.m., which I'm going to actually be co-hosting with an actual therapist who's and we are going to be chatting with each other. We're going to be I'm going to kind of interview her a little bit, and then I'm going to take guests for it's going to be one at a time, about 10 minutes each that I'll give to come up and chat with her for about a couple of hours. And I just wanted to let people know for about a couple of hours. And I just wanted to let people know that that's going to be happening. So you follow me, you'll see me live it's 9 a.m. Central Time on Friday that this will be starting. So I just want to let people know about that.
And I'm assuming you actually are a pianist too. So do you,
yes.
Do you ever play on any of your lives? Please tell me you do.
Yes, I do. In fact, the time that I came up here and hosted for one of Joyful's debates, I was debating people while playing the piano a couple of times, just to give a little mood to it. So,
that's awesome.
But I actually have this name because I not only do I play, but that's actually how I make my living off of pianos.
Very fantastic. I have sold many pianos, and I used to teach private piano lessons. So
I do that too. I actually just gained 2 new students. 7 and 8 year olds that I just started with. Yep.
That's a great age.
Yep. And
do you do virtual lessons in case anybody wants to learn remote?
I've tried, but it's so much more difficult. So difficult because I need to be able to see exactly what they're doing with their hands and all that kind of. It's complicated. I probably would do it, but I might charge a little more because of the difficulty level increase of it.
It's a little less fun. It's more fun in person. So
yeah. Just to see.
Well, when you do come back and host with us, make sure that you're hooked up and ready to go, because I can say from experience that I love it when Joyful has background music happening.
Yeah,
he's not here to defend himself, so.
Well, he and I we've talked about getting me back up again, but I think somewhere along the lines we lost touch with each other because I have my schedule is kind of chaotic, so it makes it a little bit difficult. I recently just managed to get it to where I can set that Thursday night aside for the religious trauma hospital, and that's the one I've got where I'm just canceling anything else out. But yeah, my schedule is a little chaotic, so it's kind of hard to get me up here. But I want to try to get it to where I can.
Thank you so much.
At least at some point, get you're not just host, but maybe one day even become an official host at some point. But
heck yeah, I will champion for it if I don't get fired after tonight. So I had tech issues and Mormons and who knows. I think it was all about, all right, let's stump Amelia tonight. So
right.
And I noticed Lobes is here, so I'm pretty sure he's gonna throw some shit my way soon. So
Oh man, I keep missing Lobes' lives too because of my work schedule. It just keeps getting busier and busier, and I need to start getting some little, some order to it, some structure.
Hey, busy pays the bills, so I get it. But hey, thanks for all you're doing for the community and for hosting these lives. And one more time, give us the times of the upcoming
It
sessions,
is
just in case
the
anybody missed it.
the scheduled one, like that's every week, is Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Central Time, which is right after this show on Thursday. And then on the special one is going to be Friday morning at 9 a.m. Central Time with the religious trauma therapist. Her name is Morgan Piercy, and she's
Okay.
actually on TikTok. She's on TikTok with a few, she's got quite a few followers too. But you can look her up, Morgan Piercy, on, and she's pretty good at what she does. She seems, a lot of people speak really good of her. Deconstructionkc.com is her website.
Very good. Love it. Everybody give a like and a follow.
Thank you very much. It was good talking to you.
Good to talk to you too. All right, anybody who is happens to be watching on YouTube, come on over to TikTok if you want to get up and chat with us live. Looking for theists and Christians just to chat, share some ideas, throw things over the fence and back. Would love to hear from you. If we have any Christians here in TikTok, please feel free to jump into the chat. And I cannot say enough for all of the hearts that I see pop up. I'm getting old, so I can't really read my phone as well as I used to be able to, but I love seeing all the little hearts pop up. I'm just an emoji girl, so love all the likes and shares. We really appreciate you guys. Make sure you check out Joyful Secular Perspective. Make sure you check out the links that are in the bio. There's a link tree there. We are currently raising money for a mom of an autistic child who needs a very expensive bed. So the community's been coming together. We've been donating and getting her that money so that she can afford something that's just really out of reach for most people. So if you can do anything to help support that, that would be amazing. Also, we talk not just live here and on YouTube, but we also talk live in our Discord channel and sometimes async as well. So make sure you check out the Discord channel. You will have to look at the link tree, go to the bio, look at the link tree. You will have to copy and paste the Discord link in. It will not let you click it. That is a rule of TikTok. However, you will be able to grab it and copy it and paste it into your browser and join our community there online, where you can find things like our schedule. You can find bios of all the hosts. You can join chats. If you're a member, you can join specific chats that are there. Very recently, there was a King chat started. So anything that you're interested in or not, you can participate or not. You can ask the host any questions that you want. And we really hope that you join us, because what I think some of us lack in community when we deconstructed or during our deconstruction, we're really trying to make that happen online for you as well. So you look flushed, Joyful. Do you see what I did there? That was from my bad comedy days. That was almost a dad joke. So that's what you get for free tonight, y'all. Dad jokes. I know.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I would go with
I'm getting
almost.
fired. I'm
not sure that I would have went with almost a dad joke. I think that was straight up just a dad. It was full-fledged dad. If there are any Christians out there that would like to come up and talk to me and Amelia about the secular perspective, we would like to share our perspective on things in life that may conflict with a theistic worldview. So we can talk about anything except for direct politics. And if you want to talk about abortion, we can do that tonight because we have a woman on the panel. So if you'd like to talk about abortion, that is even on the table tonight. So anything you would like to talk about, is you are more than welcome to come up and have that conversation. And if you were here for our first conversation, we didn't bite. We were nice and kind and kept our composure.
You told me to be mean, but I had such a hard time. Like, how do you nail somebody? I know. How do you nail somebody to the ground who doesn't really believe anything? Because I'm like, well, I don't really believe anything either. But that's okay. I'll take the gloves off. This is my first one, so I have to like ease in. But I'm like, I just don't get it. Tell me how to get it.
it's a little disheartening when they're that just consumed in it that it doesn't matter, like, that everything points to Joseph Smith lied about being able to interpret it. Everything, but instead it's just like, no.
But he didn't. Okay, all right, good to know. I have decided I need to write a book. That's going to be something I do before I leave this coil. I'm going to write a book.
It's going to be
And then I'm going to... It's pretty much going to be a book, and all I'm going to do is quote my own book. And then anytime somebody argues with me about it, I'm going to tell them they're wrong. And that's pretty much going to be it. Hopefully everyone will buy it.
There you go.
And if you don't buy it, I'm just going to give it away to everybody for free. That way everybody has to read it.
That works too.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see here. We've got... We don't have anybody in the guest box, so Christians, come on up. We're waiting to talk to you. If you're over in YouTube, come on over to TikTok if you're a Christian. We are more than happy to have you over for these conversations as well. Hashtag, all the hashtags, talk about the Garden of Eden. They love that topic. We're almost at 2,000 views already over on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for interacting with the live over there. Make sure you're hitting that thumbs up. It will help us on the next live. Every time we do more this live, the next one is better. So make sure we're doing all them good things. TikTok has been slow tonight, though, which is weird because YouTube has been a lot more active. And then I think the line is on Monday nights, though, which doesn't help.
I don't have the draw yet. It'll get there. I'm working on it. Spooky,
Mark
you gotta help me out with the draw, girl.
Mark says, turn so you don't burn over in YouTube.
Oh. Okay. No, hard pass.
Jesus wants to save you from himself, guys.
Yeah. Jesus loves you so much, he's going to let you burn in hell. Just heads up. Big billboard. And so much love.
So murder is illegal in religious communities, but is subject upon your level of development in secular ones? I don't know what you mean by that. So murder is illegal in religious communities, but is subject upon your level of development.
Which, I mean, I guess I didn't realize that places where murder is illegal were religious communities. I thought murder was illegal in a lot of places.
Yeah, murder is legal here.
You know, killing people is in general bad. And I'm saying that as an agnostic atheist. Don't do that. That's a bad thing. That hurts people. Like, don't do that.
Rimble says, no one knows what they were trying to say. They just make shit up and try to sound smart. Yeah, they're trying to equate abortion to murder. I know. They're nonsense. It's nonsense.
I have, I'm going to bring up if anybody wants to bring up the abortion debate, I'm probably the right person to talk to, but I have, miscarried 7 times in my life. One of them was almost to the 3rd trimester. So I had a stillbirth. And I have had 7 abortions in my life as well. All because I could not carry and it would have killed both me and the child. So it is a topic that is near and dear to my heart and one that I will happily argue. Am I happy that I had to make those decisions? Absolutely not. That is the hardest decision I think a woman could ever make, no matter the situation. And those were both when I was a Christian and when I was not. It wasn't easier in either case. And just to share that, you know, when Christians come in and talk about, you know, how all life is important and all life is special, it is, for me, it's an equality thing, right? My life is also important. My life is also special. And I think that you have to weigh things very equally, and you have to use some logic in something that is highly emotional. You have to, or you're never going to get through the discussion. You're never going to get through the life after it happens.
Well, I'm sorry you went through that, my friend.
Thank you. It was tough, and it did make me a stronger person. And I'm also, if anybody ever wants to DM or talk or work through things, I would be more than happy to talk with you. If you've ever had to make those horrible decisions, that does not make you a bad person. If you're a Christian, that does not mean that God hates you and you're going to hell. It doesn't. It's tough, and you know, you need to be able to love yourself. I think that's the most important thing.
Absolutely. Well, sorry I brought that up. If
No,
that was
it's
hard.
okay. No, it's
So
something that I openly talk about. So.
Oh, okay. Guys, keep tapping the like, sharing out the live. We are here for another 2 hours and 15 minutes. So if you are a Christian, come up. We would like to talk to you about your Bible. We'd like to talk to you about your God, and we would like to discuss why you believe that a theistic worldview is better for humanity, better for your own personal life or anything than a secular perspective. That's the whole point of the show, is to have those conversations and try to figure out which perspective really does hold more weight. For those that might be new that are part of the community, we have a Discord, the TSP Discord. Go ahead and join. I'm sorry we keep going over this, but that's what we don't really have anything else to do right now. If you are new here, we have a Discord, TSP, and we do a lot of wonderful things over there. We have great discussions. We help people, and we have places where you can see the schedule. We have places where you can talk about pretty much anything. Here soon, we're going to have a paid membership gaming area. Just an all-around good time if you are here for it. And we also have a mission here at TSP, and so I'm going to share that really quick. Our community exists to uplift and support atheists and LGBTQ plus individuals by providing a welcoming space where everyone can be their authentic selves. We foster respectful conversations, mutual encouragement, and shared learning free from judgment or discrimination. Together, we aim to build friendship, promote well-being, challenge harmful stigmas, and celebrate the diversity of the human experience. This is a place for community, empowerment, and positive connection where every member's voice matters. And we mean that very deeply, and we have already took action against even atheists that have spread bigotry in there. We do have zero tolerance for racism and bigotry within and misogyny within our walls. Those three things will not be tolerated. There are lesser crimes that will get warnings, but those three crimes are zero tolerance. Let's see here. What's going on the YouTubes? Also, a reminder, we do have that PayPal up at the top over on the YouTube. If you have the finances to give, we have a mother in the community that has an autistic child that really can use some help getting a cubby bed for her daughter. And it's a very good cause, guys. It's very important for autistic kids to have these very specific things. So if you have the means to give, the PayPal's up there, or you can go to the link tree in my bios and you can give through Cash App or You can give through Cash App or Venmo as well. Any donation, big or small, is appreciated. This morning we were able to send out $500, and we are trying to get at least 300 more, guys. So far today, I think we've got 25. So we're at 275 is the goal from here on out. So if you can give, it is greatly appreciated. But I also know that some people are that times are tight, and there are also a lot of people in need that people are sharing with. So don't feel any shame if you can't. I understand that too. Joel, YouTube sent me here. One never said I didn't care. Said it didn't upset me. Haha, why? It's crazy that they come into the chats and they just spend their whole time coping.
It was interesting when the guest earlier said he was having his cope, but we didn't even have to prompt him for it. So that, I mean, I felt like technically we won that discussion because he was like, I'm just coping. I'm like, all right, good. Okay.
Joel Phoenix, you can come over to TikTok if you have a TikTok, and you can join the conversation and tell us all about your issues with this live. We are here for another 2 hours and 10 minutes. Plenty of time for you to make a TikTok even, and guest up. Come on over. We're over 2,000 now, guys, over on YouTube. Thank you guys so much. If you're over in the Deconstruction Junction, make sure to come over to the TSP YouTube, hit that thumbs up, subscribe. It helps the channel and it helps these things go more smoothly. Get more ops in here. I'm not sure why, but we've had trouble the last couple weeks getting any ops to come up and have a conversation. Okay.
Spooky is volunteering to be a tribute. Did you see that?
She'll be the op.
She's like, I volunteer to be tribute. I like you, Spooky. You can't do that. Like, it's so hard to be me when you like someone. I don't know.
Somebody made a video. I can't remember who it was. Somebody in the community made a video about Gunny in the wild. He actually lives in my town.
No way.
Yeah, he lives really close to me. I've actually talked to him a couple times at Walmart. Never got into one of his videos, but yeah, he's a sweet guy. He's not nice to MAGA, but he is a sweet guy. He's funny too.
It is such a small world.
Hey, Reasonable, how are you? If you're a Christian, the Bible says in 1 Peter 3:15 that if anybody asks you for a reason for your faith, you need to give it to them. So if you're in the crowd and you aren't coming up here and defending your faith, you're sinning. You are directly going against the commands in your book. Come up, defend it. Doggy's thirsty.
Yeah, I need new head. I definitely need a different microphone. My other one doesn't pick up everything. I have 7 dogs, in case you guys didn't see that in my bio. So somebody's always thirsty.
Exact opposite. If you're asked why you don't believe, you should give your reasoning for not believing. Oh, they would have to sit there a while. Can I see it? I'm a Christian. Funny dog, come up. If you're in the chat and you're a Christian, come up. Let's have a conversation. We aren't mean. We just want to have a conversation with you.
Yeah.
You want them out and close the door? Come on, bud. Out. He's not your fucking head.
Why is pronouns polite? It's shocking to me, the lack of grammar that you have, and you don't know what a pronoun is, apparently.
Why is it not polite? Oh.
Why is pronoun polite? Okay. I don't consider myself educated. That's why I don't come up with. Okay, that's fine. That's understandable. Guys, we are already to 60,000 likes. Almost 2 hours in. You guys are amazing. I don't think we've got over 40 people in here all night on the TikTok, but I do. Spooky. Now I lost it. I lost my whole train of thought now. Oh, you are fine. Yeah, I don't know where Ross Soul is. He talked the big game. I was holding my breath that he would show up and prove to us, demonstrate for us that Jaron made critical errors in his book, and he could demonstrate them, was the claim. But
there's still time. There's still time. It's early.
Yep, nobody in the guest box. I haven't even seen him come through, which is weird. He normally comes through quite a few times during my lives, but it is an odd night. This is our first. This is our first Tuesday here at TSP, so yeah. And we are live every Thursday, or Monday, Tuesday, Thursday now, 5 p.m. Central Time. So if you are a Christian and you don't have time to talk tonight, but you are here listening, we are live them other nights. Come back and we would like to talk. It might not be me, it might not be Amelia, because we have 8 different hosts, and it's always a pair of 2, and sometimes there's even a guest host. So as a matter of fact, this is my first time since starting this not being on a stream for an extended period of time. Let me look. Let me look at the schedule here. Yeah, I'm not back on after tonight for 5 episodes. So that's the longest that I've spent off. I will, however, on the 14th be on the Deconstruction Zone. We are going to be set up dual screen and doing some cooking over there. And representing TSP. I'm going to have this on my background to promote the channel, because that is a big... not only is it always lovely to be with Justin, it's a great opportunity for our channel. And then the very next week, he will be on our channel, and he will... we won't only be YouTubing it on our channel, he will be YouTubing it on his and sending people over to follow our channel. So that will be a big win for us, getting that kind of exposure. keep tapping them like, sharing out the live, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sorry for the lack of people to talk to. If any of you guests or friendlies would like to come up for a couple minutes and ask any questions or just say something about the show, how you feel about it so far. We're on episode 7. So we aren't very far in on this show. Give us some feedback on what you think that could be helpful to us. So, yeah. Oh, God. The boss is here. We got act right.
Oh no.
Hello. I
Hey,
just
Sandy.
wanted to come up and say hi to Amelia. I've never met you before, so I just want to say
I
hi.
know.
It's great seeing your face and hearing you.
Thank you.
And so far, it's been awesome.
Awesome. I told Joyful promised me like 25 different burgers that I could grill up tonight. So I'm like, I'm gonna leave hungry tonight, but that's okay. That's okay. I always have a big appetite.
Sorry.
Like to cook.
Yeah, it's been kind of slow the past week or so, I think, but we'll get
I
them
think
in
people are
here.
recovering
You'll have
from
time
the
to cook.
holidays.
Yeah,
People are
that's
recovering. That's it.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Back to normal schedules. And then he had to throw on a Tuesday. So
Yeah, this is new, so yeah, people aren't used to it.
and
I
thank
don't know
you for
who
all your
we can-
help. Does
Yeah,
does
no
everybody
problem.
know Sunny is like the head admin in charge and is amazing? If you didn't
I'm
know
really
that, please
not.
give
You know,
her
Joyful
all of
keeps
the
saying that.
applesauce and applause. It's
Sunny
facts. You
is.
can't.
She's lying.
I do
Listen,
what I
she is in
can,
my-
but
She's in my DMs every time after the show, and she's like, "Why the fuck did you say that?" And
Oh, stop it.
It's bad. It's
no,
bad, guys.
absolutely not.
Life
Joyful
goals,
is
Sunny. I
amazing.
have life goals. I have life goals now. I want Sunny to be messaging me like, "What the hell?"
What was that?
That's right.
No, Sunny, and Lobes are the founders and the people that are in charge of this. So if you guys have any suggestions and things, make sure to get with Sunny, myself, or Lobes and let us know, and we can discuss it amongst ourselves to figure out if it's a direction we'd like to go. Or if you just have like a request for like somebody you'd like to see host with us, get with one of us, like things like that. We are more than willing to hear you guys' opinions.
Yeah, so make sure to join the Discord, and I'm gonna post it again in the chat because I don't know if the link ever got fixed. Everyone always has issues with the link, but I'll post it again a few times through the night in the chat because that's always easy to just copy and paste.
Yeah.
And then
Well,
make sure you join a paid subscription either on TikTok or YouTube to get the members only chat, and we got a special spicy chat over there going on. So if you guys want to join us in there, you got to pay for it.
all right, so that is a good question. Come into our Discord afterwards, and we can discuss that. I don't really know that I want to discuss that on TikTok Live, Farah, but that is something we can discuss afterwards inside the Discord. Oh, God. What are you doing, Spooky?
What you got to tell me?
Hi. I actually just wanted to come up and lay out this argument with this dingbat in the chat. So Matthew 19:13 speaks about eunuchs and how whether they are born that way, they did it by their own hand, or did it by the hand of a godly or holy person in the name of their God, they would all be welcomed into the glory of heaven. And as we know, in biblical days, they did not have such a vocabulary as we do now. The words were very limited and very few, obviously. So eunuch could very well be an umbrella term or a bridge term for what we consider now as transsexuality. So, by definition, a eunuch is not a monk or a nun. That is absolutely ridiculous. It's literally a person that was born without or surgically removed or mutilated their genitals to make them.
I see you're not familiar with the world of academia.
Sorry about the background noise. So, and also I want to point out that a word's definition does not change based on your worldview, quote unquote, or your opinion of that word.
True. True. And yeah, I've always found the eunuch thing very intriguing because it literally it says whether you are spiritually or physically a eunuch, which means physically they have removed their member.
Yes.
And then they're like, oh, trans people are self-mutilating. Well, Jesus advocated self-mutilation in your genitals.
Yes, and through circumcision and being a eunuch itself. Genital mutilation is very popular in theistic religions. And funny dog, no, I do not care how many times you say it out loud. Your opinion and your feelings do not change the definition of a word. I don't actually give one flying shit if you think so or not. Where did Amelia go?
I don't know. She's
Amelia, come
been
back.
having some issues. I don't know what exactly happened there. Guys, keep tapping them likes, doing all them good things. Spooky will be debuting on the 12th. The 12th of this month will be Spooky and TBV. That'll be a good live, guys. Make sure to show up.
Very excited.
And then we have Amelia and Tiny and Candace, and then I will be on with Elizabeth. So we have a pretty good schedule coming up, so make sure to join in with us on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. And if you want to be able to see the schedule, know who's going to be live, make sure to join the Discord. Let's see here. Eve, thank you so much for the $5 donation. Very much appreciated. Very, very much appreciated.
Now I don't want to leave you up here all by yourself.
Why aren't you answering his DMs, Spooky?
Oh,
He's
okay,
getting mad.
Listen, I called this man a cuck in another live because he just wanted to scream and yell and get his feelings hurt, and then he PMs me and says, hey baby, I'm not talking to you. I am not attracted to you. Go on somewhere and go yell at someone else.
Yeah, it's actually biblical that Jesus is a cuck too. So
At least you're popular. At least your kink is popular. That's all I'll give you. I'm not interested. I'm sorry. You don't do it for me. Stay out of my DMs, you freaky little weirdo.
Dude, this guy followed you. I whip out the racks. You won't have the same energy.
You're okay. You're okay. I've had this attitude and this energy my entire life, hon. I don't care.
Whatever you washed anyway. What? What the hell are you even saying, bro?
He literally doesn't say anything of value. He just screams. Like, if you put him in the box, he's just gonna come up here and scream random shit. Like, he does not have any logic or reason. He's just a fucking chaos gremlin.
Do you want to drop before I bring him up?
Yo, it's funny how the people with no jobs are trying to hate on me, though. That's the funny
Are
part.
you over 8? Are you over
I actually
18?
am. I'm 23. Yeah. I'm
Are
not
you
in my
Christian?
50s like both of yous. You know what I mean?
Okay. Are you a Christian?
I'm a Mormon, actually.
Oh, okay. Do you... Anyway. What are your pronouns?
Excuse me?
What are your pronouns?
I'm sorry, are you trolling?
No, do you know what a pronoun is?
Wait, is that
You learned those in
TOS?
kindergarten.
Is that TOS or no?
What are your pronouns?
Yeah.
So I don't
Is
misgender
that?
you?
Are you trying to be funny? Like, you know, we were face to face. Like, I know jujitsu, right? Like, I don't think you know who you're talking
Do
to
you?
right
What
now.
are my pronouns?
He, him.
No, they them.
What do you mean they, them?
They them.
Who's they,
Those are my
them?
pronouns.
Who's the group?
My pronouns. There is no group.
Yeah, anyway, do you have a job? I want to get to the real shit.
Yeah, I own a business with my brother and father.
What kind of business do you own?
A construction business.
Okay. Okay, bro. And how much you make a year?
I don't think I'm going to say that on a live.
Okay. I'm assuming below 100, though. You know what I mean? You should step it up. You and that other chick, you're just on
What do
lives,
you? What do you? What does this have to
arguing
do
with
with?
people.
What does this have to do with God?
Well, I'm not going to talk to you about spirituality because you're confused. You just told me you're they, them. Like, do I really have to
Yeah.
debate you? I already won. I'm pretty sure everybody watching this would agree.
What do you mean?
You're like 50 years
Eh,
old trying to have these TikTok
I'm
high
not.
school debates. I'm tired of this, bro.
So I can prove you're God wrong, and you're upset about that. Is that what you
I
mean?
actually would love to hear it.
Yeah.
How's my
So
God wrong?
do you think Joseph Smith told the truth?
Yes.
I don't believe you. I think you're trolling.
I
I
say
don't think
yes
you're really a
because it's
Mormon.
Reformed Christianity and Judaism.
Hey,
You
Phil, bro.
messed up
So
bringing
I'm
this chick
fucking
up,
sick
huh?
of listening to you fucking talk.
Yeah, okay, buddy. You should get a
Yeah,
job,
okay,
honey.
buddy, shut your fucking mouth,
You
for
should
real.
get a
You have
job. I'm
nothing
gonna
of
be
value
honest.
to say. I am a medical professional. I work in the medical field. You are nothing but a small dick prick who gets
Wait,
on live and gets hard from arguing with people.
what?
100%.
Yo,
Dude, don't
what?
start with me. Don't fucking start with me.
Dude, you are a dumb Satanist. Are you fucking kidding me right now?
And what do you
You
have?
are a
What do you have?
confused occultist that can't even do
You
a.
don't even know what Satanism is. Oh, don't see.
He
Oh,
does it.
my bad.
Yeah, you have.
I'll go.
Yep. You got like 7 warnings. You both got several warnings. So that was cool. Go spooky. We needed some of that in our life. I don't know what happened to Amelia. No, you're fine. That doesn't affect my life. It's fine. It was entertainment. While we didn't have anything going on. Yep, we loved it. Fat Jesus. Nice to see you in here, Fat Jesus. Fat chimpanzeesus. Alright. Oh, no. Oh, no, I didn't mean to invite you, buddy. I meant to click and the screen changed and I accidentally sent you an invite, buddy. I wouldn't. You already said you didn't want to come up, so I wouldn't push it. I'm not bringing you back up, dude. You don't even know what a pronoun is. No, you didn't get me in trouble. TikTok does not. They give you the warnings to drop them. The only way that I get in trouble is if I don't drop you when it tells me to. What? Let me see something. Guys, we may have to restart because it is telling Amelia she is already in the live, so she cannot join the live. So we'll give a minute to see if we can figure that out, and we might have to hit a restart. I really don't want to. We have such good numbers. We're at 78,000 likes, and we still have 2 hours left.
Has she tried restarting the device that is telling her she's still in the live?
I'm not sure. Let me...
Because restarting the device will hard kick her out of this live.
I texted. We'll see what she says. It's been all technical issues tonight. I don't know what's going on, but we are doing awesome on the YouTube, guys. We have over 2,300 views. Those are the most views we've ever had on this channel.
Hey, YouTube, do me a favor. Go and follow I Am Crystal J. J-A-E, all one word. Because I am so close to 1,000 finally. I'm like 800 something. So yeah, you guys. Hey, Nick. What's up? So look at Spooky. How are you, Spooky? Yeah, so if you guys can follow me over on the YouTubes, I Am Crystal J, J-A-E, all one word. I'd really appreciate it. But yeah, make sure that she like shuts down any device that had her logged into this. So if she did it from more than one device, you know.
There she is.
Hey, look, it worked! Yay! All right, I'm back out of here again. Have a good night. Bye.
See ya. Yeah, if you're on YouTube, make sure to follow all of our hosts. Check out, see if they have a YouTube. Follow them. If you guys are new into the live right now, we are taking donations for a cubby bed, which are very expensive for a woman in the community that has an autistic child that needs this kind of bed. And if you guys can donate, that will be greatly appreciated. We got the PayPal posted or pinned up there in the YouTube, and then we've got in my link tree, we have my Cash App and my Venmo. Everything that you send will be for the rest of this week to any of these things will go directly to her. We were able to send them $500 this morning, which is amazing, guys. Thank you so much for that. I know they appreciated it. I appreciated it because it's somebody that is one of my good friends. So yeah, if you can give to it, it means a lot to me. It means a lot to them, and very much appreciated. Let's see here. If you just came in and you have not been to our Discord, TSP Discord, it has been in the chat a few times, and it's also in my link tree. You may have to copy the link and paste it because Discord is just like that sometimes. But come over there. We have our schedule. We have Meet Our Hosts, where you can see our 8 fabulous hosts. I, Joyful Apostate, and Amelia are official hosts of the stream. You will see our faces around here a lot. And we have a little bio that you can read. And then we also have a bio for our admin, Sunny, who is not an official host because they do not always have the time to host, but they are doing work in the background. So you can get to know a little more about each of us. And yeah, there's an LGBTQ section for support, for venting, or just for chatting about
No.
whatever. So make sure to join us. Our mission is to make sure that everybody has a voice in the community, and there is a safe place for people to go where they can feel safe to be who they are without judgment or discrimination. Vile, are you over the age of 18, and do you believe in God?
I'm not over the age of 18. I'm 16, but I do believe in God, yes.
You're 16?
Yeah, but I do believe.
I do appreciate your honesty. But I can't have you up here because TikTok will remove my stream because they don't like kitty diddlers. So they don't want adults talking to kids. That might change now that Trump has control. Let's see here.
No politics. We also don't talk about politics.
We don't talk politics. I may take.
You can just swipe. You can do a gentle swipe.
Vile, if you really need help, I don't even know because I don't want a child DMing me.
Yeah.
Oh, prayers? We are atheists. We don't pray. We believe that prayer is a cope. It's a coping mechanism, a placebo, nothing more. I would suggest if you need something, you do everything in your power to get that thing. Whether that you're sick, you need to go to the doctor, any of those things, you just, it's within you to put forth the effort to make it happen because God's not listening. All right. Let's see. If you are a Christian and you'd like to have a conversation with me and Amelia here, you are more than welcome to join us. Although we ask is that you are 18, you believe in a God, and that you know what a pronoun is. Preferably. Amelia, were you on TikTok before you were part of the community, or were you kind of like brought right into the community when you started TikTok?
I was on for a bit before, but I haven't done a ton of content creation in general. I didn't do a lot of content creation here then. When I joined TikTok, I was still a very, very involved person at the last church I was at. I was on the worship team. I did all of the live streaming. In fact, I was in the hospital a few times, like literally in a hospital bed doing the live stream because, who else would do it? And how would we reach all those people unless I was doing it from a hospital bed? So I was on for a long time. And then when I decided to not go back and finally, started deconstruction in earnest, when I started like searching for things, like literally searching TikTok, I was astounded by how much was there because it was pretty much, Christian talk up until that point and, cute dog videos and whatnot. But that's where I found y'all, that's where I found Justin right after he had started. And had it have not been for the community, I really don't know where I'd be. I don't know. I don't know if I would be as put together as I am now. Definitely wouldn't be nearly as confident in my non-belief. I think I'm more confident in my non-belief than I ever was in my actual belief. And I think a lot of that's due to the deconstruction community and the education that I've gotten from it.
I definitely can relate in some ways because I wasn't like part of anything before leaving the faith. I was very not on social media. I I don't know. I was a little different in my conduct. Like when I say I'm Reformed Baptist, a lot of people assume they know a lot about me. I disagreed with a lot of Reformed Baptists. I believed in a poverty gospel. I believe that we should not have anything more than necessity. If anybody asked, I was Calvinist, but other than that, Reformed Baptist was not I. I believe that we shouldn't be dealing in politics, that God appoints those who are going to be in charge. So we are kind of trying to usurp the authority of God by voting. It's not having faith in God to put the right people in place. So politics was out the window. I didn't believe like in too much social media. Like I'd use YouTube to watch preaching by like Paul Washer or Francis Chan. A lot of people. I watched a lot of Paul Washer and Francis Chan videos. But that was all I used social media for. Like it was never, if I wasn't doing that, I was praying, reading, or doing something with the church.
Were you raised? Is that how you were raised? So it was your whole life to that point? Reformed Baptist?
No.
Okay.
Well, we started off Southern Baptist, and some of my brothers, one of my brothers is a Southern Baptist preacher now.
Got it.
And then I have a Reformed Baptist brother that is an associate pastor, and then my dad is a Reformed Baptist elder.
Wow.
So I like somewhere around my mid-teens, we moved to Reformed Baptist theology. And really it was just the Calvinism and elders. They got rid of the business meetings, put elders in place, and said, we believe in Calvinism now. And that was basically the only change.
Surprise.
There was literally, like, growing up, there was, and I've even confirmed this to make sure it wasn't something I made up when I was younger. Somebody who's on the city council of my town that still attends the same church ran the youth group, and there was a week every year that was called the FAG barbecue, and everything was about how horrible homosexuality is.
You gotta be kidding me.
No.
Wow. That's all I got. Sorry. That was just out loud for everybody in the chat. What?
Freaking wild. And so, and this person's an elder of the church today. Still there.
Still.
Yeah. And that's the church I grew up in. Yeah. But anyway, so I went through that, and then when I left, we were non-denominational at the first church I helped plant, but we were a Reformed Baptist. There was no difference besides we weren't affiliated with the Baptist convention, so we didn't pay our dues, basically.
Oh, got it.
But we borrowed like all of their doctrine. We borrowed all of their reading materials, everything like that.
Okay.
So basically from mid-teens on, I was Reformed Baptist. But
interesting.
Like I said, different, because my family was not poverty gospel. My family are very, even to this day, caught up in politics. My family are very much not what I would have considered a real Christian when I was a Christian.
Okay. And I've seen a lot of your videos, obviously, and I've been in a lot of your lives.
Yeah.
Are you the only one of like your siblings that has left religion?
Yep. I have 11 siblings, and every one of them
I thought that was right. Yep. That's insane.
Wow. Like don't have contact really with any of them. I mean, there could be some sitting in this live watching because I know they do that.
Sure.
But I don't really I don't have any reason to, especially with me accepting being non-binary.
Yep.
I don't need that. Like, I found family and some people here on the internet that I would consider more family and have treated me more like family than I was ever treated. So
I
there's
am
that.
only sad for them because you are so remarkable and you are so wonderful and they are fucking missing out. Like, I hope people tell you that all the time. And I hope that they realize someday, like, what a great disservice they've done to themselves by not having you in their lives. But I'm proud of you for being who you are. Like, so proud of you.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm not sure that I deserve all that, but I do appreciate that.
Well, I think you do. So, I mean, I wouldn't say it if it were true. Then I just don't say anything if it's not true. So,
but yeah, I mean, my kids are LGBTQ. Like, they aren't, like, there's no need to have them around that being ridiculed.
Yep.
I mean, it doesn't make sense to really be part of that family. I play pool with my dad once every couple weeks, but we have a strict no religion, no politics talk.
Right.
And he tries, okay? He tries to bridge that gap. Sometimes it's not bridging, but
Yeah.
he tries. And that's really the only person I give any time to, because he does try.
It's cool
some
that
things
you,
are hard
that you
for
can
him.
realize that too. Like, I think that's good that you've come far enough in your deconstruction and who you are to see that in him. I don't think people call that out enough, that, you know, that you do notice that he is trying. He probably won't ever get it right, but he's trying.
Yeah. Like, he's going as far away from bigotry and things as he can without flat out saying, like, it's not a sin to be gay. Like, he still holds that it's a sin, but he's like, I don't care. Like, basically. The non-binary thing, not so much. But that would be more of a me and him thing. And
Sure.
that doesn't bother me near as much as the kid stuff.
Sure, yeah.
So, I think exposure will help. Like, one time he told me that he was like, if there's ever a trans grandkid, I have no doubt it will be one of your kids. And this is like early on with me leaving.
That's how it works, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like,
that
Dad,
math doesn't math.
hope. I said, Dad, I hope that if there is a trans kid in this family, it's mine, because I will support them.
100%.
And I hope that if one of my nieces or nephews are trans, I will keep that locked up tight, and I will support them however I can. But I was like, bring it on. Why do I mean,
For real.
and then I'm like, now being like, you know what? I've been with my therapist for quite some time and have gender dysphoria, and like, I thought that it was like for the longest time I was trying to overcome it the same as I did when I was a Christian, just trying to overcome it. I overcame it all that time, just overcome it, and that you just can't be happy that way. And there's just no happiness in that. You always feel that void, that thing missing. And like, I just have decided to lean into it.
Right.
And my name lends itself too, which is nice. Tony is both a boy and girl's name, so
There
It's
you
not
go.
even like, because I know a lot of people that have went non-binary that have like a very feminine name or like Tom, and so like they have to like dead name that, and so that's one thing that worked in my favor.
Yeah.
And I get to see my therapist for the first time in a month tomorrow, and she's going to be very proud of me, and I'm looking forward to it.
That's awesome.
Because we've
That's
been working
good. I
on this
mean,
stuff for a
holidays
long
are always rough. Holidays always, for me, I think the holidays are always the toughest too, even to somebody, you know, without any of those particular elements, you know. Also just it being in the deconstruction community and all the significance that the holidays used to have. The holidays are just odd, you know. So that's also why I'm like, I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted the first couple weeks of January because of, you know, getting through the holidays. So I can only imagine when you have to add all the other stuff on top of that, you know.
Well, we
Yeah.
didn't
I hope
do
your
anything
I hope your
with...
therapist gives you a high five, by the way. If she doesn't, then give her one anyway. Bring him back.
Oh, she definitely will. She's been pushing me towards, like, giving into some things, like, going full they, them, not they, him. Because that's what all my internet stuff has always been, they, him. And, kind of solidifying that is my identity. And then also, working toward, and the other thing I was supposed to be working towards is, one thing we talked about, it's kind of dumb, but I always wanted earrings. Like, always. And my parents were like, no, you can't do that. So I got earrings last week, or 2 weeks
They
ago.
look natural, by the way. It looks like you've always had them.
Yeah, I love them. They make me feel good when I see them. Like, just really... And I think it's all due to the Discord, to be honest. The feeling of empowerment, having people that I trust. It started with a lot of it started with just my friendship with Sunny, and I felt comfortable doing things I felt judged with if she was around. So like I could say a little more, and she helped me feel safe until I got to know the other people. Until I got to know the other people and realized all of these people are wonderful people, and so yeah.
I like how you slipped in a little plug for the Discord there. Like it was a natural, like, join the Discord because you'll feel comfortable. I mean, it just was a natural. It is. It's a good spot.
Nice, Fen. It's a good feeling to do something like that. Something that you always denied yourself for whatever reason.
And you got to put pictures up if you haven't. I'll go look at your profile later. I want to see. Very excited.
Besides the people already trying to get me to stretch them,
are you going to gauge? Or
they're joking.
No.
Okay.
All right.
It's just like, people messing with me.
I mean, well, you know, if you're going to start now. We're getting older. I'm joking. I'm totally kidding.
No, I'm not. Like, I don't. I think this was...
It's a commitment. It's a commitment. Like I was saying the other day, like I have to re-pierce every single time I want to wear earrings in my second piercing, I have to re-pierce my ears like every time. So I don't wear a whole lot of jewelry to begin with. So
really, to be honest, the way I cut my hair now, like, I stole a little from, like, I saw Spooky's hair and I was like, that is so cute. I want a short version of that. And so that's basically, I stole from Spooky.
She's a good influence, mostly. Allegedly.
Allegedly. No, she is. She's amazing. She's been amazing since day one when I met her. And she gave me a lot of insight into Satanism, which there's a lot of good things I've found through Satanism and reading the Satanist Bible. There's a lot of
Yeah.
good things in there. A lot of self-empowerment, which I think is needed when you're deconstructing, because you're always told that you're just worthless. You're never going to be worth anything. God is the only
Yep.
thing that can make you good. No one does good. Like, you get these things pushed on you from the time you're a little kid, and then you grow up and you're like, I'm just a piece of shit. And you keep tabs of every one of your wrongs and all of those things. And then when you're deconstructing, you're like, well, now I don't even have a God to forgive me, and I'm just a piece of shit. You know what I mean? And
Right,
so,
right.
like, self-empowerment is very big when you're first, especially first starting to deconstruct.
Oh yeah, the whole concept of people look at it and go, oh, Satanism. Really, it's about humanism. It's about I am a person. I am a human. I am a being, and I should treat myself with the respect that is owed to myself. And I think people totally miss that. They throw the baby out with the bathwater because you say the Satan word and it's like spooky, no pun intended, spooky. But I think that is really interesting to me, like how much there is to learn from things that you might have otherwise thought were like totally off limits, when really it's when you read it, it's completely different. I mean, that's how I felt about the Bible for a long time. Like, I thought the Bible was great until I actually read it. Yeah. So
I did do a bad thing though. I switched my earrings after 1 week.
too soon.
I know. I have no impulse control. I got these cute earrings in the mail, and I was like, I'll soak them in alcohol and then do it. And
Bad you.
my wife was not a good influence either. She was like, "Oh, it'll be fine."
All right, well, she can help when you have to be like hydrogen peroxide on everything, and yeah.
Well, it's been, they're fine. They're fine.
You're okay. All right,
It worked out.
They weren't garbage earrings, so that's good. Don't buy garbage earrings up front. You can do the trashy
No.
ones after a few months.
Yeah, they were not those. Christianity is what happens when someone else reads the Bible to you.
For truth. Spooky facts. And then you read it and you're like, wait a minute, this is totally different than the movie. I don't think I like this. So
Absolutely. Jared, which one of TSP ladies is the worst influence, and why is it me? And why is it me? I think you can answer that yourself, Nerdy. I think you know exactly why that would be you. Now, the worst influence. Probably the one that I'm gonna meet up with, and they're gonna do a makeover for me. Spooky. They're going to try out different makeups. Yeah.
No, that's amazing. I need somebody to do that to me. Frick. I wasn't one of those kids whose moms was like, let's sit down and teach you how to use makeup. Nope. Thank God. Then that was back in the day, y'all, when there wasn't like filters on TikTok that could make you look like you were wearing makeup. Like, you actually had to learn how to put it on. No. If I can join you, Joyful, I will, because I need some tutorials and a makeover myself. Yes, I just got invited. No, but I am in your area a lot. I'll tell you those stories someday.
Okay, yeah, you'll have to text me.
I will. I'll fill you in. I don't want to dox you, completely.
Oh no, Mount Vernon, Indiana.
My husband is part of a group there. Not religious. It's not a religious group. But they do a lot of search and rescue, and they do like hurricane rescue. So he is there a lot, and they're based out of that area. So we are there a lot.
I have given up because I'm not tech savvy enough, and I got a picture of my house from Google Maps in a DM, and then I was like, yeah, there's no point in it. Like, if somebody wants to find me, they will.
They can. You're easily doxable. Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
Yeah, I quit worrying about it.
Yeah. Okay, good. I'm like, yeah, if anybody wants to find me, and like, it's just stuff. I have 7 dogs. Good luck. 7 dogs all over the weight of 80 pounds. So good luck.
My dogs are fairly big, or my one dog is fairly big, but he will just pee himself. That's what he does.
Oh.
You're like, you go Chum, because that's his name is Chum, and you point at him and he'll pee. Like he'll get, and it's just like, dude,
Poor baby.
yeah.
Well, my dogs love
it's
bacon,
not even
so-
like he's a rescue or anything, so I don't know like what
He's
it
just a
is.
baby.
He's just anxious.
Yeah,
It's an
yeah.
anxious dog.
My dogs that are anxious, it's most likely because of me and how many years I went undiagnosed with anxiety issues. So, yeah, I blame myself. Bad mommy. I have one that broke his leg. When your 140-pound dog breaks his leg and he has to office with you for like 6 months, it's ridiculous.
I'm gonna have to look up what a castle doctrine is.
Oh,
Do you know what that is? Castle doctrine?
no, but interesting.
Castle Doctrine, Indiana. Indiana's Castle Doctrine allows residents to use reasonable force. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I
Yep.
do. But I am a pacifist.
Seems fair.
So I don't own guns or anything. That and I shouldn't own guns for other reasons.
I will cover that for our group. My husband is actually a firearms instructor. Do not confuse that with the other things that gun owners are known for. He is not known for any of that stuff. So we'll go with that. We don't talk about politics here.
We don't talk about politics.
Because he is not that.
Hold on. There's something I wanted to say, but oh yeah, Spooky doesn't live terribly far from me. I'm not saying where, but
Right.
I was like 40 minutes from her house the other day. Like,
Oh, wow. Okay.
it's yeah, so it wouldn't take long to just go. We've never met each other in person, but it wouldn't be hard.
Yeah.
We
except that
neighbor-
you have to drive on the horrible roads in Indiana. Like,
Yeah.
you guys have the worst roads. The worst.
Yes, and it's not like they're fixing it. They're working
Allegedly
on it just
for my entire life.
Yep.
So funny. I will tell you,
Indiana is the
we
worst.
live in the Ozarks now. We previously lived in Illinois. We live in Missouri, the middle of nowhere, and you can physically feel a difference when you cross from Missouri. You cross the roads from Missouri into Illinois, and it is like night and day. I live on a gravel road now that is better than most of the interstates in Illinois. So, and everything in Illinois is way better than Indiana. So I'll just leave it at that. So.
I agree. I agree with everything you said. Besides property tax is really high in Illinois. That's the only.
This is true.
That's the only reason I don't move to Illinois.
Oh, let me
Always
see.
construction.
What did I miss? Let's see. Hey, the nerdy. I am right by the Arkansas border, actually. I'm South Central, so DM me. Maybe we're closer than we think, and we can do something Dateline worthy. I don't know. It's... Kidding. Just coffee.
If you're a Christian, we are still taking guests. We've just been bantering, taking time up. We are looking to talk to theists. But yeah.
You know
if you're not
what?
part of the
Joyful,
Discord, become part of it.
You haven't mentioned lately that we are doing a really good job raising money for a really cool kid who needs a new bed.
Oh, absolutely. We have a really cool family that needs a cubby bed for their daughter, who is autistic. This is a bed that is specially designed for special needs kids, and they're very expensive. If you have any money you can donate to it, over in the YouTube, there's a PayPal up at the top that you can donate to. Or you can go to the link in my bio to to Venmo or Cash App and donate whatever you can there. Any amount that you can donate is much appreciated. This is a wonderful person, wonderful mother, and just she deserves help on this, and so does her baby. So if you have any money to give, that would be greatly appreciated. And so this morning after our live last night, first thing this morning, I shipped all the money we got out to her. We got $500 to send to her, which is absolutely amazing. And I want to thank everybody that contributed to that. So if you can contribute, we're looking for $270 more at least. If you could contribute to that tonight, it would be greatly appreciated. We will still be taking contributions on Thursday night when Lobes and Elizabeth are live. If we can even get more than that, that would be great, because a lot of money goes into raising special needs children. And so every penny will help this family out. And like I said, wonderful, wonderful woman, wonderful family, and they deserve it. Yeah, we've got that many likes, but so few people. I know. It's crazy.
It's amazing.
I do appreciate
your
all
earrings.
of you guys
It's
tapping your
earrings.
ass off. That's what it is.
It is.
I don't know what the problem is. We have plenty of likes, plenty of shares. Just YouTube was been popping all night with people. Just no ops. That's what happens when there's no ops, because people just aren't staying, their minds aren't staying captivated. She's got.
I've always personally,
phones.
I've personally, well, I'm diabetic, so I'm a type 1 diabetic. This is actually my insulin pump. So I was checking my blood sugar and giving myself some insulin. But I actually do have 2 phones, because I learned long ago that I can't have a work phone and a home phone and not work all the time. So, but this I'm not cheating. This is just the insulin. This keeps me alive. Keeps me from being too sweet, as my husband says.
Fair.
Yeah.
FLDS.
That's a good one. Thanks, Spooky. Bring it in. Bring it on. I'm learning so much tonight. I don't know if I said it earlier, but so it wasn't millions of dollars, but it was the equivalent of almost $100,000 in 1830 when they bought the papyrus. The Mormon Church bought the papyrus. It was today's equivalent of about $80,000. So why? Because Amelie needs to know all the facts and details. So I go way down the road.
Sorry, I did not mean to do that. I was trying to reply to you. If you want to come up, you can.
Yeah.
But you're friendly.
I have to agree, Spooky. You'd spend the church's money on that. You spend all the money that your people donated on that, just so you could falsely pretend you translated it, hoping that nobody in the future would ever be able to actually translate any of it. I guess the forethought.
Can you prove that none of it's from Abraham? The
Oh
book of
my
Abraham.
God.
It says it's the book of breath.
Well,
So
I mean, then
no.
you could always look at the other contemporaries that also wrote when he wrote, that said he ripped this off. Like the other stuff he wrote, he literally ripped off. He made copies of other things, which is kind of the Christian MO, right? I mean, we all know that the Bible is just retold stories of stories before that. You know? If not, come on up. Prove us wrong. See what I did there?
There you go. If you're over on the YouTube and you are a Christian, come on over to TikTok. We are guestless We have had one guest all night that was a Christian. Well, no, I guess the one that Spooky was talking to. But I'm not even convinced that they were a Christian. I think that they may have just been some dipshit that needed attention. But yeah,
I'm
if you're a
so
Christian,
sad I
come
missed
up.
it, Spooky. Sorry, Spooky, I missed your crash out, and I will never forgive myself. So God
Oh,
will
you'll
never
see
forgive
it when
me,
she's up
and,
there with
you know,
TBV. And
I'm so excited.
TBV will get people in here too, because everybody wants to argue with TBV. So
I just like to watch people argue with TBV. Like personally, I sit behind my desk and I do the whole thing, you know, like the meme that goes with that. That's me the whole time.
nice.
Joyful, I've never noticed before, but you live near train tracks.
You've never noticed that?
I don't know why I've never. Maybe it's because I'm wearing new headphones. Like I got good headphones finally, and I like notice these. Now I'm noticing sounds. Like when I listen to music, there are some things that are just in one ear, which I'm kidding. I've noticed that before, but yeah, for real. I've never noticed you live so close to train track. So
Yeah,
you must have a really good
literally
mic.
two houses away, and they're worse in the morning. They're way worse in the morning. But yeah, there's a bunch of plants right up the way from me, so like they're constantly in and out with rail cars, like all day.
Oh,
every day.
okay.
Let's see here. Argue gently. Spooky, you don't have to argue gently. But just don't get taken down while you're the co-host is all I ask. Like, you gotta try to tone it down to where you're not gonna get removed. Okay? That's it.
Don't get us all in trouble. Just get yourself in trouble. That's what we've learned.
Yeah, don't get everybody in trouble. I need to be gentle. So yeah, I'm not sure that you've ever been gentle, ever. You are sweet, but gentle I would not say.
Hello, good morning, guys.
Hello, are you over the
Hello.
age of 18 and do you believe in God?
Yes, I'm Christian.
Okay, what are your pronouns?
Jesus,
Do you know what a pronoun is?
I'm female.
Okay, that's closer. So you're a she, her, or he,
She,
they, them? She, her. Okay.
she.
Okay. So what do you want to talk about today?
Actually, starting to wonder about what's going on in this world. Because lately, well, I'm originally from Indonesia and I live in Indonesia. And lately, in my own country, there is bunch of people who just starting debate about any other religion, and all of them is just trying to pull all the blasphemy, or they even says, no, your religion is wrong. My religion is the right one. So how do you think, or which one do you think is the best to do debate? Because I'm not sure if some people know exactly how to do debate between each other.
Well, I would say that your religion is falsified just within the book itself. The Bible's contradictions of that when it comes to Jesus is really problematic with Christianity being the one true religion.
That's right. Because we have too many demonization, right?
Well, I mean, that's some of it.
Yes. So many differences between this Christian to another Christian. So, have you heard about oneness or anything like that?
I heard about what?
Oneness?
Oneness? Yeah, I know what oneness is. It's heretical.
Do you really think they believe in Jesus?
People that believe in oneness, no, they don't really believe in Jesus because they believe that God just puts himself in different forms. So Jesus really would just be something he called himself when in a human form.
Okay, right. Okay, so I got it. And how about have you? I really want to ask too many questions, but I just worry if some people think I'm too critical about some other Christianity
Okay.
because in my country everything it just comes suddenly like like just like boom. Last week there is other newest Christianity thing happen. And then this week, I've heard some others believers as well in Christianity itself. So, it's kind of crazy stuff that for some people who were just born and try to learn about Christianity itself, so many people confused.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't disagree. I think all of Christianity is confusing, and that's why I've decided that I don't believe any of it. It doesn't matter which flavor it is. I don't subscribe to it at all. And there being so many different versions of it is one
All
of the
right.
biggest reasons.
Okay. All right. So I think I better go now because I have to go to work. Thank you so much.
Oh, okay.
I
Thank you.
will follow you. Thank you and have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
You too. Tuesdays are weird days, Joyful. Tuesdays are weird days.
Tuesdays are weird days. I'm not sure that I followed. Like, I could understand what she was saying, but I'm not sure that I followed. Like,
Yeah, no.
it was like, I don't know that she was following anything we were saying either.
No, I believe there was a whole lot of following, but not much leading. And I don't even know where we were going, so it's all right.
Yeah, cool story, bro. Anyone want to talk to the KFC Colonel with a Ouija board with me?
I was just gonna say I'm with Evan. That's exactly what I thought. Well, okay.
That was
Yeah.
a guest.
Well, okay. Be careful what
She
we
was
wish
she
for.
was very she was very pleasant.
She was very polite.
I had to leave. Did you get any? We did get a Christian, but you are glad.
We think we did,
that-
Sonny. We think we did, but we're
Yeah,
not
I think-
entirely sure.
I was a little confused towards the end if she was actually a Christian or not. The whole thing was very next live idea for free. You're welcome. What? I don't know what that means. I'll have to ask you about that later.
Oh, bit stretches.
Does that make sense to you, Amelia?
No, I'm trying to see if I missed something. I feel like I've missed the last 7 minutes entirely. I hope
I
nothing's
take it
wrong.
back. It'll cost you.
Okay.
I think my wife fell in the other room. Hit her head. I don't. So something.
Why
is
does
not
tonight feel
working.
like an episode? Something tonight feels like an episode of Dateline. Joyful. I don't understand.
Maybe me and you are the problem, Amelia. Maybe me and you are the
I am definitely not the problem. Nope.
Don't put that evil on me.
Nope. Nope. Don't put that evil juju on me. So, no, sir.
Alright, so guys, if we don't get any more guests, we're probably just gonna go to 8:30. We are already at 124,000 likes. You guys are
That's
amazing.
unreal.
We didn't break 45 people concurrently, so you guys are fucking fantastic.
Yeah, I can't even. Like, this community is the best.
They are. YouTube, thank you guys for being here. You guys have been amazing over there as well. With all of the likes, with all the comments, keeping that live going. We have more than tripled our best. No. I think at the end of one night we had 900. So we're almost triple our best night of views on YouTube. Thank you very much over there for all you guys are doing.
Appreciate it.
I am on this side of the YouTube TikTok schism. Yeah. Specifically, the guy was reminding Rimbles he owned lots of guns. It was clear direct threat of violence. Oh.
Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good.
Oh yeah. I trust you. You mods on YouTube. I trust what you do. That YouTube isn't as censored as TikTok. TikTok will like not show a comment if it says like gun in it or something. Over
right.
on YouTube, people say some wild shit.
Yeah, so I like to think of TikTok as the kinder, gentler YouTube with smaller attention
It
spans
is.
for people like me.
Let's see here. Thank you guys so much for being here. You guys have all been amazing. We are still, if there's anybody new in here, and you're not part of the TSP Discord, the Secular Perspective, it's a good time over there. We have a lot of different types of chats. You can get to meet your hosts. If you are a member, there are some member chats over there, and you can also see the schedule. You can see who's upcoming on the list of hosts. We have 8 official hosts, and then we have a few guest hosts coming up. We've got Christ Before Jesus, Justin the Deconstruction Zone, and Godless Engineer all coming to us at the end of the month. Pretty much, 3 in a row. We have Justin,
That's awesome.
then Christ Before Jesus, then Godless Engineer. And then going into February, we've got the Bible Guy, Dalton, coming on. We have Crystal should be scheduling with Born Again Atheist. And then we are scheduling, hopefully, with Thinker as well for February. So we have a lot of wonderful people lined up. And the hope is to kind of keep some of these special guests in some sort of a loop. I think Godless Engineer was saying that he would be able to help out a lot more than just like once every few months, but I know Justin's really busy. He's once every few months. Thinker, Christ Before Jesus was offered an official role. He wanted to, but he couldn't commit to once a month. So he's going to do it as often as he possibly can. So he was thinking at least once every couple months. So we have a lot of good special guests that are kind of in the lineup. So stay tuned for that. Born again atheist. Yep, born again atheist. Hopefully Cyber gets a hold of me. I'd like to get Cyber on sometime. Cyber and Born Again Atheist, I cannot do a live with. I love them to death. Overstimulation galore. Like, I just would not be able, like, I would have to take so many breaks. I do when I watch their lives. I love them dearly. They're great people and they have great content. My brain gets overstimulated. And
okay,
like,
Joyful.
Yeah.
For everybody who joins the Discord, this won't be in the games channel, but I'm gonna do a game where we have an over under on how many times when you host you take a break. Just then we can gauge your oversaturation point. I'm very excited about this. You have no idea. Like I'm
yesterday if you were around yesterday, I took a lot because I didn't have my Wellbutrin, and my ADHD was and then things would be going on and people would say things in chat while I'm trying to talk and I'd just get overstimulated. I'm like, all right, I'll be back.
I am also in the Wellbutrin fam, so stay tight. Yep.
Nice. Yep. That or Zol. I take that and Zoloft, and if I miss either of them, it's that day is pretty much lost to my wife wanting to pull her hair out, trying to have a conversation with me because there's just zero focus. It's too late for me to buy but you can do it. Holly, what are you talking about? Well, Beecher Fam, rise up. I just started.
That's right.
I think 4 months ago, I started Wellbutrin. Okay. And I liked it. We downed my doses of Zoloft and put me on Wellbutrin. And, I like it so much. It's so much better.
Yeah, don't skip
just
it,
doing
though,
the high dose.
Yeah. Try not to miss it or skip it because you get the brain fog thing the second day. And, I always tell my husband, I'm like, I cannot function right now because it always feels like my brain isn't quite snapping together. So, but yeah, it's been great for me.
My wife is concerning me in the chat. Maybe having a stroke, typing some nonsense. Guys, if you're not following Holly, you can follow her, but she doesn't post anything, nor will she do it live,
Holly,
so it's pointless.
Holly, do you smell burning hair? Do you smell burning hair, Holly? Walk toward the light. By the way, this is Thanos, everybody. He says hi. He's our 140-pound broke my leg dog. He's my baby.
He's a good baby.
He's a big baby.
He's big.
Oh, and he is. As long as I don't weigh as much as my dog, I feel like I have my weight under control. So that's how I keep myself. I don't like scales, but I compare myself to the dog.
Well, Amelia, I'm sorry for your debut. We didn't really get.
That's okay. I still enjoyed it. I enjoyed the Mormon live coping. That was, I never thought my first time would be a live coping Mormon session. That was cool.
That is true. Mormons are fun to talk to some extent. But they're all the same in that they are willing to throw out anything they don't like a lot quicker than Christians are. They're just like, I don't like that. That ain't true. And it's
I had roommates who were Mormon. It didn't last very long when I lived in Kansas City when I was 19. And they hated the phrase cherry picking. So there was just a personal feeling of haha, I got to say it. Because when I said, I don't mean to say this, but you're cherry picking. And he was like, yeah, I know. But they hated that when I would say that to them, even then. So.
Yeah. Mormons or something. I wish I wanted to bring Cyber up, but I try not to get, like, if somebody else is being the host and I'm on, and they want to bring somebody up that has a specialty in an area, they're more than welcome to do that. I don't know. I like it just being the two hosts. I feel like it looks more professional, kind of, and the whole vibe we're going for. But
No, you're doing a great job. You and Sunny and, Lobes, you guys doing all this work that you're putting into it and getting the different people up here. Because, unlike Christianity, there are different perspectives and atheism as well, which is kind of nice. So you guys are doing a great job with it.
Well, and also we've been very strategic in keeping a female to male ratio, and trying to get people of other backgrounds, different races, things like that, and try to incorporate all that, because everybody does have a different voice. We all have a voice, but it's always different. And like I was telling somebody yesterday, like, me and Tiny disagree. I'm a physicalist. I believe everything is physical. Metaphysics is just a way to try to understand physical things. I do not believe anything is metaphysical. Tiny would not agree with that, but there's no, like, real foundational thing that me and Tiny would disagree on. Like, atheism isn't a monolith, but you surround yourself with atheists that are more like-minded. I know atheists that are transphobes. I know atheists that are MAGA. I know atheists that don't believe in evolution somehow. I don't even know how that works. All of this is one person.
But yet you made it sound like there were multitudes, which good work. Good work.
No, I know. I know people more than just one person, but there is one person in particular that meets all of those categories. His name's Jeff for Truth, and don't follow him. Don't.
Oh yeah, Jeff. I don't anymore.
He's a POS. But yeah.
But he wrote a book.
He did. Did you see my video?
I did. I did.
Love that. That's my favorite video ever made.
You pinned it, right? Like, it's pinned. You better pin that to the top. If you don't have that pinned, you are, come on.
I don't. I need to.
Can you pin that, please? Put a pin in it.
I will. Some people won't get it because they don't have a clue who he is. I don't even know if he's around anymore.
Well, since I unfollowed him a while ago, I don't see his stuff anymore. Like, he doesn't even show up on the random, like, slide-ins. So I couldn't even tell you if he's still around.
My favorite was when him and Jaron debated. Two mythicists debating about why Jesus isn't real. It was pretty, like, Jaron made him look dumb, but it was still funny.
But still,
yeah. Two people debating.
I'm actually, like, tearing up just thinking of that. Is hilarious.
Cole, are you a Christian and are you over the age of 18?
Yes, I am 21 and I'm a Christian, I guess you could say.
Okay, what are your pronouns?
He, him.
He, him. Thank you. What do you got for us today?
I was wondering if y'all were interested in talking about preterism, full preterism. If y'all know about that.
Yeah.
I'm a full preterist.
Okay. What makes you believe in full preterism?
And I would say that's very clearly what the New Testament is talking about when it speaks of the return of Christ. And I just think it makes a lot more logical sense than, like, I think it makes Christianity logical in is what I'm saying.
No, I agree. I think that preterism is a more rational approach when it comes to like Jesus saying he's going to come back before his disciples have all died. Jesus saying the generation would still be there. Paul saying don't even have babies because Jesus is coming back. I believe that, but is the more rational take. But my question is, why does everything point to it being the end of the world?
Well, not the end of the world. It's the end of the age, the Mosaic age. I don't think Christ is actually talking about the end of the actual world.
What are stars falling from the sky and the sun not burning out? Would that be the end of the world, or would that be the end of an age? Oh, so Jesus didn't mean all the words he said. He just said things that weren't true.
I mean, he was a person who spoke in his culture, so he spoke as a apocalyptic Jewish preacher, not as a 21st century person.
Okay, so do you think that, what do you think he meant when he said all of the world would be gathered together to be judged? Did that happen in 70 AD?
Which text are you exactly talking about?
That would be Matthew 16.
Let me flip that real quick.
Matthew 16, 27 through 28. Him and his angels come, and all the world is gathered. Each one is repaid according to what they have done. And also Matthew 24, it says all the people will be gathered from the four corners of the earth together to be judged. Matthew 25 says that he's going to gather everybody up and separate them, the sheep from goats, one on one side and one on the other. All of these talk about all of the people of the earth coming together and being judged. Did that happen in 70 AD?
Well, first and foremost, there's any time it mentions world, we can't. It's not talking about the whole world ever, so we can't take that. We're talking about like the known world, like the Roman Empire. We can never take that to mean like, because they didn't even know the whole. They didn't know Australia and America existed.
Jesus didn't?
No.
Oh, so you don't believe that Jesus is God?
I think Christ is divine. I do think he was mostly human when he was on Earth, though.
Okay. Oh, so you think like he was more empowered by God than being God?
Well, like, I mean, I would still say that the God that exists became incarnate in him, but I do think he was also a man mostly. I mean, I do think he was. I think he was divine, but not. I don't think he knew. He wasn't omniscient on Earth.
Okay. So you think that everybody within the known world was brought together and judged?
I mean, like it even says in the New Testament that he didn't come for anybody else but for the lost sheep of Israel. So I mean, he's talking about Israel, and yes, I do think Israel was judged. Those who didn't follow his command to flee were judged.
Okay, so you think like the apostles were judged when they were murdered?
Well, no, I think they fled when the army surrounded the city.
Where does it say that? Well, I guess that's true. Only a few of them were. All right, so do you think... So you think it was just the judgment on Israel?
Real quick, I don't know, Luke 11, let me find it real quick. Luke 11, what is it? 51, Luke 11, 51. If I need, crap, what's what I'm looking for? Christ says, "From the blood of Abel to Zechariah, who perished between the altar and the temple, yes, I say to you, shall be required of this generation." But I think it. I'm reading the New King James, so I mean I don't know how accurate this is. I would rather be reading another translation, but he's telling these people that it's going to be poured out on them, not on anybody else.
On this generation. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he's not talking to the whole world. He's in Jerusalem right now talking to those people.
Did God so love the world that he gave his only son, or just Israel?
Yes, that's the things you like.
Did God so love the world, or did he just love Israel when it says world there?
Well, that word "world" would mean, like I said, the known world at that time. It wouldn't mean.
All right, so Jesus only died for the known world of that time.
Yes, Jesus didn't die for you and me.
That is wild. Most preterists would not hold to that.
Yeah, I'm an interesting breed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so Christ died for those under the old covenant because they were under the covenant.
Are you saved?
No, I don't need to be saved. I'm not under the old covenant.
So are all of us?
Yes,
all of us?
I'm a universalist.
Oh, you're a universalist.
Okay.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, I think you'd have a hard time backing that up with all of Scripture, but, I mean, that's fine.
Oh, I would be interested on what Scripture you'd be talking about, if you want to talk about it. If you don't, that's fine.
Yeah, because Paul says that, so, when the Gentiles were engrafted, okay, the Gentiles did not take part in what happened in 70 AD. All of the Gentiles did not. So if Jesus died for the whole world and that included Gentiles, and then he says he's going to judge the whole world, why weren't the Gentiles judged in 70 AD?
Gentiles weren't under the old covenant, so Christ wouldn't have had to died for them.
Oh, so the New Testament lies. You don't believe in the New Testament Scripture?
Oh, what passage are you talking about specifically?
Yeah, so according to Acts 15, the Council of Jerusalem, they were still under the law, but they didn't want to burden them with all of the law.
Acts 15.
The Council of Jerusalem, they say that they can't eat food sacrificed to idols, food with blood in it, food of strangled animal. If the animal was strangled, sexual immorality. These are all things that they said they have to carry over from the old law. And they say the Holy Spirit is who told them that that is what would be good.
I know what you're talking about now. I am not sure on that, actually. I will say that. I don't know how to answer that.
Well, that's fair. That's fair. I don't expect everybody to have an answer for everything. That's the point in these discussions. Yeah, so that would be my biggest contention, is that the Gentiles were not judged. And if what the apostles claim that the Holy Spirit told them is true, then they would still be being judged by parts of the law, at least.
It doesn't mention them being brought into, to where they are in the old covenant. It's just, but plus,
well,
okay. I do have an answer. I'm sorry. 70 AD
Okay.
hadn't happened yet. So
Yeah, 70 AD was the judgment, though. All of the Gentiles weren't part of what happened in 70 AD. All of the Gentiles that they went and preached to.
yeah, but the
So
Gentiles,
why weren't those Gentiles judged in 70 AD like Israel was?
well, one, I would say that the judgment was in Jerusalem. I mean, if they would have fled, any Gentiles would have fled. I mean, I don't know. Is there any Gentiles besides Roman, like the Roman army that was unalived in Jerusalem?
Not that I know of, but you have the problem of the Church of Corinth, the Church of Ephesus, the Church of Thessalonica, the Colossian Church. I mean, it goes on, and these people were not judged in 70 AD. So if God so loved the world, and that is also given out to the known world, which would be the Gentiles, according to Paul, and they are judged by parts of the New Test or part of the law, then you have a problem that those churches weren't judged in 70 AD.
Yeah, but and they would have been in Christ. That would have been the other thing. They were believers, so they would have been in Christ, so they wouldn't have been under any judgment.
All of the Gentiles in those towns were Christian that were preached to?
But if you weren't a believer in Christ, then you the Council of Jerusalem is talking about believers, not about non-believing Gentiles.
I understand that, but why would Gentiles need to believe if they weren't being judged by the law? Why would they go out and preach to the Gentiles forgiveness of sins through Jesus' blood if they weren't going to be judged by the law?
Well, they weren't being they weren't teaching the Gentiles that they were forgiven.
Yes, they were. Have you read 1 Corinthians, 2 Corinthians, Romans? Have you read any of these books? That's literally what Paul tells them, that they are sinners. They have all sinned and fallen short of the glory of God, that they are going to go to hell if they don't receive Christ's atonement. This is all over Paul's writings.
Yeah, but first to go to hell. Hell isn't even a biblical concept, but he's talking about if you don't believe Christ, you 70 AD, if you don't believe what he told, which was that, hey, get out of there when you see the army surrounding the city.
Nope. He was preaching to Gentiles in Gentile nations, nothing to do with Jerusalem. Mm-hmm. Why was he preaching to Gentiles in Gentile nations that they needed this forgiveness if they weren't going to be judged anyway?
That's the thing, is he was warning them. It was a warning, don't go to the city. That's the thing. Don't, or you will be.
Yeah, but why did they need to receive Jesus to not be punished if they were not being judged where they were? Why were they telling whole cities this?
I feel like I've repeated myself.
Yeah, I feel like you're not answering the question. The question is, why did they need forgiveness of their sins through Jesus Christ if they were not going to be judged? That's the question.
They didn't need forgiveness of sins because they weren't under the old covenant.
Again, then Paul lied to them. So you disagree with Paul. Mm-hmm. You think Paul lied?
I mean, I can say Paul's wrong if that's the case. If Paul's telling that, because I mean, I don't think the Bible is divinely inspired. So I mean, I could say that if.
Okay. Well, if you don't even believe in the Bible, there's no point in having a conversation. Because then you can just make it up as you go. What you're doing is you're saying, I want to make this up as I go, and then you just have to bow to what I say because I made it up.
One moment. Let me look something up real quick. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go teacup for a second.
Hmm? Amelia, I will be right back as well.
All good. Tuesdays though. Mm-hmm. And then there was one. Guest had to look something up and step away. And Joyful had to step away. So they have left me unsupervised. Anything could happen. Thank you guys for the likes and the shares. Tons of likes tonight. We don't deserve all this likes, but we'll take them. We'll take them. Guest is still looking something up. I believe it was probably a very large book.
Almost 150,000 likes, guys. Thank you
Isn't that
so
nuts?
much.
I was just thanking everyone.
Our goal has been 70,000 the last up until today. So you guys
Maybe we
doubled
join. Maybe
our
we
goal.
do Tuesdays. Even if we don't get guests, our goals for Tuesdays should just be likes. I will come for
Mufasa, actually we'll do the Mufasa. I'll bring you up until you until this guy comes. You can dance. People can give you coins.
Okay. Oh, sorry. One more thing. Bad.
Yeah, we didn't have a ton of people, but we got a ton of likes, tons of shares, and all of those good things, which will help next. Those go more to your next live than they do even in this live. It shows that people really liked it. So it should push out Lobes and Elizabeth a lot. You can't hear me?
No, the guest. He's looking something up on his machine, so hopefully he will come back. He came back briefly to tell us he had to go again. So, you know what we've learned from this Joyful is that our witty banter has been twice as valuable as previous witty banter.
That's what it is.
Okay.
It's our banter.
Welcome back.
Thank you. So where were we? We're talking about the Gentiles and why they need forgiveness.
Yeah, why do they need forgiveness of sins through the remission of sins through the sacrifice of Jesus?
So it was less sins, because like I said, Christ even says where there's no law, there's no sin, so that they couldn't have been sinners, but it would have been them being cleansed of their... Go ahead.
Well, that's just wrong unless you're throwing out Paul and the prophets, because the prophets also said when the Messiah came that the law would go out to all nations.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to throw out the prophets and Paul to make the case that they weren't under the law.
Yeah, I don't like. Paul is teaching a forgiveness, but it's not a forgiveness because like sin, the only sin is transgression of the Mosaic covenant. You if you're not under the Mosaic covenant, you can't transgress.
But they are. They got engrafted into being Israelites. That Romans, talking about the engrafted branches, they are being engrafted into being Israelites.
Well, the believers are being engrafted into Christ.
Yeah, why are they engrafted into Christ if they don't need forgiveness?
Well, I mean, that doesn't follow just because, I mean, being in Christ.
What is the point? What is the point in being part with Christ in the in the Gospels? What was the importance of being in part with Christ?
I mean, it was joining into the new covenant with him.
Yeah. What was the new covenant?
I mean, it's a covenant of life and life more abundant.
And forgiveness of sins. Jesus says this too. It says, whoever believes in me will not perish but have everlasting life. It says that Jesus also makes the statement that he who believes in the Son of Man, let me pull that up so I don't butcher it. Whoever believes in the Son of Man has eternal life, but whoever does not obey the laws of the Son of Man will not see life, but they will meet the wrath of God. So even the laws of the Son of Man is not just the Mosaic law.
I mean, the laws of the Son of Man would have been his command that when you see the armies surrounding the city to flee, because yes, they would perish if they didn't follow that.
Jesus gave no other laws?
I mean, Jesus gave commandments, but he didn't give any other laws.
You think there's a difference between the laws and the commandments?
Well, like, the commandments Christ gave, which to love each other as Christ should love the church and love the Lord God.
Not to divorce. Not to divorce. To stone children that curse their parents. He gave all kinds of laws.
Mm-hmm. Christ is talking to these people in their ideology. I mean, Christ called the Jews who were under the law, they were of their father Satan. I mean, and I think he was talking about Moses in that. Moses is the Satan, and do you know I think it's in John where he tells them that you are of your father Satan. So, I'm sure you know Satan means adversary or accuser.
Adversary, yep.
It's talking about Moses and the law. The law accuses them day and night.
Yep, even the Gentiles, Paul says that you know that you're a sinner by the law. That's what makes you aware that you're a sinner. To the Gentiles, he says this.
Yeah, Romans 2:12.
Romans 10:12, you said?
2:12 through 16.
I personally think preterism is one of the biggest copes.
Yeah, I always hear that. Like, you are certainly not the first person to tell me that. Like, you are not the 10th person to tell me that.
Yeah. So Romans 2:12, 16 through 16, all who have sinned apart from the law will also perish apart from the law, and all who have sinned under the law will be judged in accordance with the law. For it is not the hearers of the law who are righteous in God's sight, but the doers of the law who will be justified. when Gentiles who do not possess the law by nature do what the law requires, these, though not having the law, are a law to themselves. They show what the law requires is written in their hearts, and their own conscience also bears witness, and their conflicting thoughts will accuse or perhaps excuse them on the day when, according to my gospel, God through Christ Jesus judges the secret thoughts of all.
Hmm.
And then you have Ephesians 4:31 that says, or 4:32 that says, "Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgive each other, just as Christ God forgave you." To the people in Ephesus, not Israel, they were forgiven. What were they forgiven for? Sins.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it says. I am intrigued to see what the explanation for that would be. I'm quite interested indeed.
Yeah. Well, go check it out. We are getting ready to end our live, but come back, Cole. Go search it out.
Yeah.
Come back. I would love to talk to you about it later down the road.
It was a good chat. You were respectful.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thanks for coming.
Yeah, thank you. Guys, tonight was a night. It was a night.
Tuesday.
Atheist JRB raid. JRB has been in and out of my live all night, so I find it hard to believe that was a JRB raid, but maybe. Anyway, if you guys, well, just thank you guys for all of the likes. This is Amelia again. This was her debut. She is an official host here on The Secular Perspective. She has, I think, 2 or 3 more appearances this month. Let's see. Today,
Yeah, 2 more.
2 more. On the 20th and on the 13th. Make sure to be here for that. She will be with Tiny Smoz on the 13th. She will be with Elizabeth Redhead on the 20th. It's going to be a good night. Those are both going to be awesome. Towards the end of the month,
bringing
like
the
I said
redheads
earlier.
that night.
That is true. Towards the end of the month, we have CBJ, Deconstruction Zone, and Godless Engineer, all 3 in a row. That is going to be a good time. So make sure to join us, subscribe to us. We bring you great guest hosts, and also we bring you great hosts day in and day out, like Amelia, myself, Spooky, Tiny, Lobes, Redhead, Crystal J. Am I forgetting? Trust but Verify. All great hosts, and we are here Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, 5 to 9 p.m. Central Time. And then, if you're not part of the Discord, you should be, because after the show, we do a little live over there where you guys can come talk to the 2 hosts of the night. We can talk, and most of the time it's just nonsense talk, but there are times where we actually talk about some things that happened in the live. And somebody asked me a question, Farah, if you can join the afterlife thing, I can answer some of those questions. I just didn't want to do it here on the live because it's a little iffy. But anyway, we are getting ready to sign off. Amelia, you want to finish off by saying anything?
No, just thanks everybody for the likes and loves, the donations. So thank you so much on behalf of that mom and her child. That is going to be so great. So thank you guys for being a part of the community. And finally, thank you to Sunny for being our head admin in charge as well. So you might have seen her pop in here.
She's the boss.
Want to make sure we thank her.
Well, Bible Guy, thank you for the raid. If we could go raid Tiny Smoz, because we are ending as well. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. If you can follow us, that would be awesome. Dalton will be on the show. We have Just in the Deconstruction Zone going to be guest hosting, Jaren, all of these wonderful people, but we are ending for the night. Dalton, if you stopped by, love you. Ashland, love ya. We need to get you on, Ashland. When you were supposed to come on, we had some conflicting things, but definitely gonna have to get you on here as well. I think that's it for me. See you over in the Discord if you guys want to come over. Tiny Smoz, go raid Tiny Smoz, or Tiny Science is his name now. Tiny Science, go raid him. He will love it. If you're part of the Discord, come over and join us. And then lastly, if you have any cash and you can help out a person in the community, there is a mom that has an autistic child that needs a cubby bed, and they are very expensive. We have $300 left to go on our goal. So if you can give through my Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal, that is listed there in the YouTube, please go ahead and do that now. She deserves this. She is a wonderful mother, a wonderful person, and a great friend. Other than that, we will be doing a fundraiser again to make up the difference on Thursday when Lobes and Redhead are. So, love you guys.